Another round? Why do you... You are not prepared! You are not! This guy's toast. You are not! This guy's toast.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Fights. We have 3 matches for you this evening. DollaBilz, Big Ted, and Saku all here to bring you everything that's going to be going down later on. FreeHongKong versus Rizen. We're going to see Koroden versus GamerRVG. But first, my friends, first my compatriots, first my brothers in arms, we have a Pro Series match between Yachster and Dmoney. Gentlemen, carnage awaits us, dare I say.
Carnage definitely awaits. Oh, I get it.
Yeah, we have some good action lined up for us tonight.
There we go. Gotta unmute myself, which usually helps.
And so this is going to be a Pro Series match between Canadian Clown Fiesta and HypeHorizen. Actually, 2 of the matches we're going to see this evening are going to be CCF versus HypeHorizen. And quite a bit on the line here on account of HypeHorizen has taken an early lead this week, it looks so far.
Yeah.
And
So there's could maybe even see the match closes out tonight, depending on how things go.
yeah, if things go HypeHorizen's way, it could be an early week for them. And if it goes the other way, Canadian Clown Fiesta might be able to keep the dream alive. We are currently checking on bans, but it looks like from my initial perusal of the deck lists, we see okay. I want to talk about this. It might get banned. I don't think it will get banned. Let's talk about the comeback of weapon burn rogue, right? We're talking the stealth, right? The core is sort of the stealth situation where you still have some wand thieves, you have sneaky delinquents, and then Greyheart Sage, powering up, being able to draw additional cards. But then self-sharpening sword is coming back, hooked scimitar, because when the secret passage change came in, I really saw a shift, at least in my experience, away from stealth stuff and into secret stuff, into Shadow Jeweler, Hanar, questing adventurers, stuff like that. And now it seems like maybe it's coming back to like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a little different than the traditional stealth list. That usually doesn't run, the self-sharpening sword, the Krasn off, the cutting class, all that. But yeah, this just is, very fast deck. It's looking to end the game quickly, and really that self-sharpening sword can get a lot of damage in, especially if you pile on the deadly poison, the Krasn off, all that stuff.
Absolutely. And then the ability to find, I assume part of the shift was like, drawing 20% fewer cards off secret passage, a deal breaker. 1 mana draw 4, insufficient. We're doing something else with our rogue stuff. But is this I'm not a rogue specialist by any means. I have the fewest wins on rogue across all classes. That includes demon hunter. And but even I was having some success with the draw 5 secret passage with a list similar to this. I think I wasn't playing Ashtongue Slayer, for example, and actually a couple of interesting one-ofs in here. A single Ashtongue Slayer. It's the 2 mana. I want to say a 2 mana 2/3 that gives a stealth.
It's a 3/2.
It's a 3/2, and it gives +3 attack and immune. A single copy of that, a single Worgen Infiltrator, and a single Wand Thief, and then a single Sap as well. So a sort of, and some things had to be cut, of course. Only one copy of Backstab, a single Hooked Scimitar. Just an interesting sort of melange of different things going on in this list. But I won't get hung up on the rogue for too much. Yachster also has a Demon Hunter. Looks like some manner of souls-based Demon Hunter. Does have Altruist the Outcast and a Horde Pillager. Sociologist Militia at the very top end there, though. And then, of course, an Animals Druid playing a single copy of Survival of the Fittest. Kael'thas has retired. It's 2 exotic mount sellers. And then a Bomb Warrior, good old Bomb Warrior, playing the single Horde Pillager. Whereas staring across, Dmoney is playing an Animals Druid as well, a Highlander Priest, and then a Cyclone Mage and a Bomb Warrior. So this, the way that all these things line up, I feel like these are some volatile matchups we have in store.
Something I found very interesting about Yachster's Druid is he included the Living Dragon Breath in there to try to counter the Turtle Mage, which you can see Dmoney did not actually end up bringing. He brought the Cyclone.
Which that's I've been hearing rumblings that the Turtle Mage may be one of the decks to beat as people get more, because it's one of those things where you can lose to yourself, right? You accidentally misinterpret how Potion of Illusion is going to fill your hand, and you don't have any turtles, and you lose the game.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have some bans in. Looks like Yachster is banning. So just to make sure that I understand this, Saku, I'm sorry. So Yachster is banning away Druid. So Dmoney's Druid is no longer. Okay, cool. So the Weapon Rogue, the one I spent about 2 weeks talking about at the top of the show, we're not going to see it. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about anything I said. That Rogue is gone. And then a Druid is gone for Dmoney. So that leaves Demon Hunter, Druid, Warrior against Priest, Mage, Warrior to start it off.
So if I'm cheering, or if I'm choosing one player to cheer for, I'm definitely choosing for I'm not choosing Dmoney because he brought Priest, and that just auto makes him my enemy.
That's all right. We are opposed. Gosh, there are a few decks in the game that will make me stand up and walk away. Right? It's just like, I am gonna go get some water. I'm gonna do some push-ups or something. Like I can do push-ups. I'm gonna pretend like I can do push. I'm gonna plank, I guess, and then I'll come back to the game in like 20 minutes and see if I want to keep playing.
So, Saku, in your completely unbiased opinion here, who are you cheering for?
I'm going to be going for the Stubbs. Not even on this list. No, I'm always hoping for my boys, but it's we get an uphill battle. I know our center was very truthful on their remarks and stuff, so we gotta pick our socks up and just start winning games. So,
I mean, listen, if you want to let Donde's opinion run your life, then I'm not going to stop you, but it would be advised not to.
Yeah, one of those things. Okay, so I'm going to get the players to rock and roll here, and then we will be casting away.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah.
So who's going to be on the top? Who's going to be on the bottom?
So Yachster, for our viewers, anybody that's going to be on the right-hand side of your screen, which is Yachster, is going to be on the bottom, and first to spectate for our casters. Then we have Dmoney, who will be on the top.
All right.
So I'm just looking through this Demon Hunter list right now, and just the amount of damage that this Demon Hunter can potentially do.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds you remember playing against the old Galakron Warriors, where it's like, okay, I think I've run him out of damage, and that was never the case. being Soul Shard Lapidaries, Marrow Slicers, the Horde Pillager to bring back a Marrow Slicer, and then a surprising amount of sustain as well, right? Because the Eldraki Warblades, and then you combo that with your, obviously you have the 2 copies of Twin Slice, but then Wandmaker gives you additional Twin Slices. So all of a sudden you can heal for just an interesting, I haven't tried this particular version of Demon Hunter yet, but it sure seems like it has a lot of different things it can do all at the same time, damaging and healing and controlling and stuff.
And especially when you rip the skull too.
Yeah.
You can easily get burned down for 15 damage at a time.
Oh yeah.
You see Yatster with spectate, his eyeball showing?
I'm not seeing an eyeball.
Kind of interesting. We don't see the Magtheridon in that Demon Hunter, which is usually a pretty common inclusion.
I'm trying to think. So is Altruist in there in case of Magtheridon? Well, they're in place. Sorry, in place of Magtheridon.
It might be. Yeah.
Yeah. Playing an Altruist.
Also, don't see the Lore Keeper pull kit, which I usually liked.
Yeah. That
it was really.
Playing a different version of this list was when I discovered that if you shuffle in Soul Shards, it shuffles your deck again.
Oh yeah,
and your bulk health is undone. I learned that real quick on the first game. Like, oh no.
No, but yeah, it's insane to play that on 4 and you draw Militia on 5 and Skull on 6, which will be Outcast, and then you rip that and you draw like your other Skull and 2 Lapidaries. Yeah. And then your opponent's just getting bursted for 10 at some point for 2 mana or 4 mana.
Yeah, discounted Lapidaries is insane because now all of a sudden for 10 mana you can Marrow Slicer Lapidary.
Yeah.
What is that? 1 million damage, something like that. 14 damage.
And then if you have a weapon, with weapons and anything else,
So we're just waiting. Dmoney's just in his collection right now. You need to make a quick adjustment before they challenged up. So,
cool. And looking over at this Bomb Warrior for Yachster, it looks like a single copy of Upgrade, but then 2 Sky Raiders, and I was also playing the Ankar. I've been interested to see as people decide if they want to include Coerces or not, if they want to include the Ankar or not. It looks like this one is doing like Skippers and Armor Smiths alongside Barov and Shield Block. And
it just I believe you usually go for that list if you're a little afraid of aggro, but you don't want to go like full enrage. It's kind of meeting happily in the middle where you're still not like gonna get completely run over by aggro, but you still have the late game to survive against some other stuff and get enough damage across.
And by contrast, from Dmoney's Bomb Warrior, because that's one of the 2 lists they have in common will be single copy of Survival of the Fittest, Guardian Animals, Druid, and then the Bomb Warriors. And it looks like Yachster has at least an acidic Swamp Ooze, right? That can help with rogues, demon hunters, and warriors.
Yeah.
Whereas Dmoney does not. Dmoney's doing 2 upgrades, and 2 upgrades and no oozes.
All right, but it does seem the players are into battle.
Oh, let's do it.
Yep. We have Yachster on the bottom again, who's playing Druid right now. And then we got Priest for Dmoney.
Oh, that Priest.
Holy ramp, Yachster. Oh my god.
Let's see if he knows how to ramp.
That was a Nature Studies. I got here right on time to see the pre-adjustment wild growth come down. It's like, wait a minute.
Looks like he got the Forest Aid off of the Nature Studies, which could be, just another board. We're about to see a Guardian Animals on turn 4. That seems alright to me. I don't know about you guys.
I think we should just
pretty good.
Tell the priest not to to chill.
Oh my goodness. What is happening?
And of course, he's making the professional move of playing the top decked one.
That's right. You always want to make sure you play the one that you just pulled, just in case the other person is paying attention. It's like, oh, top deck it. All right, and so this.
I was just gonna say, what does Priest do to thwart this trash? I mean,
Cry?
Cards. Yes.
I mean, I see the bane of Priest since time immemorial, a creature with 4 attack. And here comes the Shadow Word Ruin. we still just won't ever get, apparently, Shadow Word Twilight Drake.
Man.
Oh man.
Gosh, I don't know, fellas. This looks like 12 damage already. This is a clock.
Yeah. Thankfully, he does have the hot head, which he can taunt, which will be able to get rid of a lot of this damage coming up. But that's kind of just slapping a band-aid on the problem. It's not really gonna help you for too long.
And it's interesting how all these creatures are shaped. You know, obviously it's still a turn away, but a soul mirror doesn't even clear Druid's board. It gives you, I guess, a bunch of injured creatures as well. But
well, no, it I believe it will because of how the Lake Thresher works.
Yeah.
Oh, does that cleave effect still happen if it's a soul mirror
it
attack?
still works.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Well.
Got me fired up.
So yeah, he does have a solution for next turn.
Man, do you just play this Raise Dead to give your Crimson Hothead +1 attack and taunt? Because I don't think anything's died yet. I don't think there's
Penance
any.
plus.
Oh, Penance works. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, plus Broomstick. Looks like he's going to use to clear the 4/5.
What's in the box?
Ooh. Low roll.
I kind of like trading in the Injured Thresher here and just getting the Forest State done.
Yeah, go ahead and get down some Treants, and then it puts, since this is a Highlander Priest, if you can pull out, say, a Holy Nova, that Soul Mirror we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Guaranteed reload with the other half. Yeah. Looks like thinking about trying to decide.
Twilight Runner.
Yeah.
I kind of like holding this Twilight Runner back just to try to draw out the AoE first, because that's such a valuable card.
There it is.
Yachster going off.
Stream sniping confirmed.
There's DQA. That'll be very nice in a few turns, but he has to make it there.
Yeah. As long as he's able to live.
Yeah.
And so this turn, I mean, we talked about the possibilities available. Oh, that's right. The Broomstick comes back as well. So Crimson Hothead and Animated Broomstick once again available. Still has the option, though, of Soul Mirroring. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Educate me, Dmoney. I'm ready. No kidding.
And that's also nice because he gets to keep a Treant.
Yeah. Okay. So that attack just doesn't happen if the creature it's supposed to attack is dead. Whoa. Yep. Knowledge. This has already been a great day.
Oh, very nice play with the Forest State into Broomstick here.
Oh yeah, the power level of Broomstick has surprised me over and over again. This is a fantastic example of something that you can counter Broomstick. Use some of your Treants, and then you get to keep on trucking Dmoney for 4. This Thresher has gotten in for what, 12 damage at this point, all on its own? 8 to 12 damage, all on its own. It's seen some stuff.
I think he might have to use he could go like Hothead plus Shadow Madness. Shadow Madness would clear a 2/2 and the 4/2. Plus give his thing taunt. He also draws the Zephyrus.
Oh yeah, with both. So now he has both payoffs in his hand with the Zephyrus and that Dragon Queen you were talking about. Yeah. Actually, that Dragon Queen's not even. Is that a gifted Dragon Queen? I forget. Is that a generated Dragon Queen?
No, he drew it.
Okay, that is a drawn one.
Yeah. And Dmoney doing a very good job of keeping Yachster's board clear here, especially for the turn 4 and turn 5 guardian animals.
Yep.
Yeah, and then turn 8 and 8 mana and 9 mana. We know that you never.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 8 mana and 9 mana of Forest Aid.
So
This is
green is
gonna-
the innovate coin overflow.
Yeah. There's that living dragon breath you were talking about, a tech against mage.
Yeah. Except, not the mage that Dmoney brought.
Yeah.
Right. And an interesting set of circumstances. Yachster's already down to only 9 cards left in in deck, with the other overflow sitting there. And actually, neither mount seller has presented itself yet. So there's some value in here. The wild growth generates excess mana, overgrowth generates excess mana. Broomstick can super combo alongside a board of mount seller animals, but both mount sellers must be in the bottom 9 there. And now Dmoney has an opportunity to, obviously isn't ahead on the board, but has an opportunity to try and get ahead for the first time this game.
That Galakron is a big draw. He can use it to clear the stealth Twilight Runner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that would mean, I believe, he cleared both Twilight Runners without them getting attacks off, which is pretty big for the matchup.
With that, and that would mean that all of the animals have been dealt with. This is the very last animal, the Twilight Runner, because that'll be both Twilight Runners, both Threshers, and the 1 copy of Teacher's Pet.
Looks like he's just going to come with the DQA, which is another fine play. We'll have a really strong play next turn, especially with this Nethstradamus.
And Nozdormu, a hero of the people. So the survival of the fittest comes in and comes down, and so now, I'm just looking at the deck list in terms of creatures remaining. It's Ysera, Exotic Mount Seller, and Gidra. The Speaker Gidra that we see in hand right now.
Yeah, he also has the Living Dragon Breath.
Oh, that's right, Living Dragon Breath. How did I forget about? He's not a spell. He's a dude. Yeah.
He's a 7/8. That could, it's not terrible.
Yeah. 3 mana 7/8. I'd probably play that. All right. So Twilight Runner does get an attack off. Couple draws successfully happen, and now Dmoney has all different kinds of choices. Siamat with Rush and Divine Shield deals with this Twilight Runner. Zephyrs can generate all different kinds of ways to deal with this Twilight Runner. Death will deal with this. Yeah, Galakron deals with it. It's really just, you have spoiled for choice is Dmoney right now. It's like trying to decide between Sethek Bellweaver and a Death, perhaps trying to combo off, but it looks like it is going to be Siamat with Rush. Oh, actually going to use...
He's going to use the...
Yeah, Death.
He went with the Divine Shield, one Curing. He's going to look at this game probably next turn, if he gets his way.
And with no clear way available to deal with this Nozdormu, Yachster's going to need to buff up a Gidra.
Yeah.
Not a Gidra, the Gidra. There's only one Gidra. Okay, and now Yachster gets his entire turn. We can
hold up. Wait a minute.
Am I crazy? Or
are
both mount sellers? Yeah, but that notwithstanding, are both mount sellers bottom 5?
Both mount sellers plus Ysera.
And Ysera also.
That's rough.
Brutal. Is going to be able to use this. You were talking about the 7/8 Living Dragon Breath. It's now down, and then a 5/5 Broomstick also going to allow Dragon Breath to rush. And so this is, a pretty threatening board for Dmoney to have to deal with. But Dmoney has a lot of the same solutions available to him that he had previously. A Zephyr's Holy Smite and Galakron potentially just clears this all the way up on its own.
Yeah, the biggest issue is he needs to, keep some ways to deal with boards back, especially when he knows he has double Mount Seller plus Ysera coming.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess it's the other side of that coin, isn't it? Still haven't seen a single Mount Seller.
Yeah.
Still, a Korkron Elite.
Oh, that's so good. I'm just gonna see Galakron here. Oh man.
Well,
always suffer.
Yeah.
Ahmet. Hello there. There's Yasera.
That came off the top so fast, I think it broke my spectator client. I hope Yachster didn't hurt his arm clicking that into the thing so fast.
Oh, it's a high possibility.
Portal.
Ooh, Ysera.
Oh, that's so good. All right. Dmoney's probably looking at a pretty easy Zeph here. Oh, this is bad if he keeps drawing portals that will just get cleared up very easily by the Zephyrs.
Yeah, you definitely want to pull out the Zephyrs with only 2 or 3 of your portals if you can at all do that,
Yeah.
and then draw more portals.
That's a very good card. Ysera awakens. The 2 Yseras survive. Everybody else perishes.
Wait,
Man.
I don't think I've ever seen that interaction before, but I guess it wouldn't damage the other Ysera, huh?
Yep, I saw it myself on YouTube, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never even thought about that before.
Yeah, the Squall Hunter's going to feel really silly if the Ysera is like, yeah, Ysera awakens, deals 7. Oh, no.
I mean, I don't think Dmoney has any option besides Zeph twisting another here.
Yeah, I mean, 19 health is just so much to deal with. I guess, is there ever a world where you grab Madame Celine and just grab the 19 and then try to... No, because you can't leave up 412 Ysera either.
Yeah.
But Natalie Celine, I mean, that's a plus 19.
Ooh,
oh,
pick
actually, it's
Celine.
going to pick Natalie Celine.
Oh,
Bold.
that's so much value you're allowing for your opponent, but 820 is kind of hard to argue with.
Yeah, that's tough sledding. Druid doesn't have naturalize or mulch anymore. Druid's got to
Nope.
get there honestly, and this Ysera awakens for 7 is not looking quite as impressive anymore.
And we'll deal with the rest of his board besides the Natalie.
And Ysera can withstand another hit from Natalie Celine without actually losing the Ysera. There's Mount Seller, number 1.
I supply only the finest.
He's gonna Ironbark. Mount Seller itself. Gets a pride he's thinking. Laughing Sister is exactly what he was looking for, I'm sure.
I'm sure. It's just like, come on, Laughing Sister, one time. I'm sure.
I need that 3/5 skills.
Gosh. And now I'm looking at Dmoney's hand, and like Headmaster Kel'Thuzad would be cool if we had access to anything that kills this Ysera,
Yeah.
or anything that kills this Mount Seller. But like the Sethic doesn't work. There's nothing.
Hello, Skeletal Dragon.
Skeletal Dragon is quite good. And now
Yeah,
we have
but
some
it's
Inner
not
Fire.
enough. Inner Fire! Oh!
That will be the biggest Celine. This is the biggest Natalie Celine in the world.
Wow,
Oh my god.
that is crazy.
Brutal. But it's 7. This is still lethal with the Savage mode, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Feel a little sad that, we got to see that exciting play just for him to be dead on the backswing, but there you go. 1-0 for Yachster.
Wow. What did it? That was a back and forth. That was like an upside down pendulum. Like instead of swinging back and forth, it was like both players pressing against it, and then it finally just gave. Finally, just Savage Roar alongside the dragons. It's just and what do you? I mean, if you're the priest, it seems like it's like, oh man, both Mount Sellers and Ysera are in the bottom 10, and I've dealt with all of the guardian animals before Survival of the Fittest. I have to imagine that is or is that a false sense of security? You're just never safe against Druid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that's just a really bad matchup. You only have so many board clears, and they can make a lot more boards than you have answers for.
Mm-hmm. And
You
with that, yeah.
No, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, with that, the animals Druid for Yachster is complete, leaving both the Soul Theology, Demon Hunter as well as the Bomb Warrior. Bomb Warrior against Highlander Priest is interesting because it, on the one hand, as soon as you shuffle in that second bomb, Zephyrus, Dragon Queen, Oxdraza, all that stuff is disabled. On the other hand, if you see Zephyrus weapon removal, Raise Dead, then Zephyrus again, Ooze again. It could be. And it looks like it's actually, it's the Bomb Warrior Mirror. And almost card for card. Not quite 30 for 30, but not too far off either.
But yeah, they definitely both went with the Skipper Pirate version rather than just the pure Bomb Warrior with a ton of weapon buffs and all that.
And also, I'm interested to see if this single copy, Yachster, like we said at the top, has a single acidic swamp ooze to try to get. So he should have one more wrench caliber over the course of a game than Dmoney, but we'll see. We'll see if that turns out.
So he's sitting here on turn 3 with the Corsair cash dead already.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. That Corsair with both wrench calibers. That's tough.
It's not at all what you want to say. I mean, unless your name is Dmoney, of course.
Right. I guess he just never found his other Corsair cache. And this is an interesting divergence point. I mean, Dmoney doesn't have access to an Ankar, and Yachster was sitting on 3 mana with a weapon that costs 3. But this introduces that possibility that Horde Pillager doesn't find your wrench caliber.
He's gonna end up not caring about that second Ankar swing. He just wants bombs in there ASAP.
Yeah, trying to get ready, trying to use. I mean, he's got 5 wrench caliber charges in his hand to work through. Just trying to get all those into play. And here's one of the differences: Dmoney playing 2 copies of Upgrade to Yachster's 1.
Upgrade is just such a crucial card in this deck.
Yeah. Reminds me of the Pirate Warrior days. Ooh.
Bomb 1.
Someone's got to lead the charge.
Oh my gosh, that's a Captain Greenskin off the Sky Raider.
So he basically just got a free upgrade there. That's probably one of the best pirates in this matchup.
And so, if I'm not mistaken, that's right. Dmoney has shuffled 2 bombs, and I believe Yachster has also shuffled 2 bombs. This Horde Pillar is going to immediately re-up on wrench caliber for the upcoming turns. And man, Yachster down to 16 already.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good.
16 with a couple bombs in his deck. He's going to take a few more wrench caliber swings, and he's going to have a boom coming at his face in a few turns. He might be dead fairly soon.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to start ramping up quickly for Dmoney. I mean, we talked about the Captain Greenskin, though, so Yachster is going to be able to attack with this. Okay.
Trading bombs.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, the health total's not looking too different anymore.
No, and turn... you were talking about next turn, Blastmaster Boom has the possibility. You really want to... the possibility of coming down. You really want to go ahead and make sure that that's going to be the max 6 boom bots boom, if at all possible. There's so many weapons. There are already so many weapons that we've seen so far this game. 13. Lethal damage in the deck now. Yachster, if he draws runner 3 bombs, doesn't this time. But every draw is a landmine now. Potential landmine.
Good old Greenskin.
It's one of the first legendaries I ever opened in a pack. Back in 2014, reaching way back into the archives.
I want to say that was one of the last classic legendaries I got. Oh! He's looking pretty dead here. He's going to have to... He can't play the boom here.
Nope.
Oh, you're right, he'll just die. Has to do something else.
Armorsmith Bladestorm would gain him a lot of armor. What type of game get him? I was gonna go with the Skipper play instead.
Either
way, he's gonna gain a lot of armor.
be able to activate the Sky Raider, get one more explosion. Although this is going to set Greenskin to 1 and not clear him. But he, like you said, he gains 16 life over the course of that turn. Shuffles in another bomb.
Yeah.
And runner bombs. Once again, I think there's 4 bombs.
Wow.
That's see, the biggest reason I was saying the Blade Storm instead of the Skipper there is because I would have given you access to next turn and be able to play Skipper into Boom.
Oh, true.
And then all of a sudden, yeah,
for a million damage.
Or 5, not bombs, but boom bots.
Yeah, boom bot bombs. Faster, boom bot bombs. Armorsmith always wins the brawl. It's always been true. As sure as Soulfire discards Soulfire, Armorsmith wins the brawl.
Slamming it.
Slamming it, which he probably thinks is the right play, but that's just going to allow one more boom bot to come down if Dmoney so chooses.
Okay.
Only one.
Dmoney floating at a perpetual 2 bombs in his deck at all points. And Yachster needs to make something happen because you were talking about Risky Skipper. You can do that same effect with the Blade Storm, right? It's
yep.
And oh my gosh, was Yachster reaching for the Risky Skipper?
Lord
He's
Bear
looking
off.
at Skipper Bear off.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Man, this is...
He wants to seriously low roll here. Let's go.
I mean, the thing is, you're taking the bomb damage to the face either way. Might as well clear up the room in the process.
Bear off takes 1.
Oh,
no.
God.
The game stopped. The game stopped.
Oh. There was no way he was getting away from it. That's just... Oh, wow.
There was one boom bot that didn't even go off there.
No.
Yeah,
no, I
he
know.
just clocked out. He's like, yeah, that's... I think everyone else has got this one. It's the guy that shows up last on moving day. It's like, okay, what do you need me to move a sofa sleeper or something? Oh, you moved it already. Oh well.
I mean, I guess I'll just take a slice of this pizza and hang out.
Yeah. What's the deal with the pizza? We got.
Where's my beer? Where's the beer head?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah,
Wow.
he took 14 from 4 boom bots. That is brutal.
That's pretty low average, or I think there was only one damage that was in there, and then the rest was all 4.
Yeah, well, I believe it was like 3 4s and a 2. Something like that.
Barov caught 1.
The light shall bring victory.
Barov did his best. All right, so we're gonna stay on the warrior, and we're gonna go back to the priest. And just looking at Dmoney's priest real quick, one of the virtues of Highlanders, you get to tech it however you want, and it looks like this Highlander priest is not teched for weapons specifically. There's no oozes, no sticky fingers, or anything like that. Headmaster Kel'Thuzad takes up one of those slots, and looks like the Thought Steal potentially. I mean, it's since it is 30 individual cards, I guess you could make an argument that just about any card short of Zephyrus is replaceable with another card. But crucially, no tech against weapons for this priest.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you made you took a while talking about the rogue, you talked about the ooze and the warrior hunter, and just nothing's coming up for you.
No, the tech options don't really seem to be hitting this evening so far.
We have plenty of time for them to start.
Yeah, all the tech engines are still warming up there, still turning over. And off to, the early wrench caliber. The sooner you can shuffle in these bombs, the sooner you can disable Dragon Queen Alexstrasza and Zephyrs, the sooner you can start really pressuring that life total, threatening lethal damage.
Yeah, Dmoney might be a masochist because I'm sure he's kind of wanting to draw a bomb pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely wants to keep that number of bombs to 1 or less.
Give me 5. I'll take the 5. Let's go.
5. I accept your terms. I find your terms acceptable. 5's me. Yachster, the best health to be at as a warrior, 29 life, and then an unlimited amount of armor on top of it.
Kind of interesting he chooses to play Battle Rage. You already have a lot of card draw with the double cutting class.
Yeah, the one copy. But that takes up other potential spots there.
A simple spell should do.
Yeah. Gonna get a renewed Draconic Studies. So
It's got a big hand too.
he's gonna burn a card here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 0 mana left. Full
I
grip
think I
attempt.
I would have considered just playing the Wave of Apathy there. I know you're not getting any value off of it, but I think the average card in your deck is a lot more valuable than that.
Yeah, and there comes a point where Warrior is, you know, the minions aren't that. Oh, Headmaster Kel'Thuzad comes
Like
and
that
goes.
one. Like that
Yeah.
one.
Murazond the Infinite, available for 7 mana. Renew can provide the beginning of a big burst heal. You know, the old Renew into Radiance heal for 8 for 2 mana.
Blood.
Hey, at least he can't renew into renew anymore.
That's true. That you can't renew into renew to heal 30 for 10 mana.
And get a random spell at the end of it.
Yeah. Lord Barov. I feel like Yachster would really like to find that copy of Horrid Pillager if at all possible, and then play it before the Ankar breaks.
Yeah.
But with 3 charges on this Ankar, he actually gets 2 free attacks. Not free attacks, but he gets 2 attacks before the Ankar breaks, and then gets added into the Horrid Pillager potential weapon res pool.
Dmoney just... He actually has 2 money guns, so... You know, he's gonna end up burning another card, though, because of the shield block.
Oh, that's right. Shield block. Heals for 5, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he could get the, like, colossal high roll and overdraw bump. It's always
That's
very nice. Oh, there's that Horde Pillager you were talking about. Finally, you got one.
Yeah, finally. Hey, they are in there. I'm not. I wasn't making any of that stuff up. I wasn't making all that stuff up.
Thinking about a Barov here, you could go Barov into Skipper plus Armor Square.
Yeah.
Instead,
Oh, actually, not even gonna draw once with this Ankar.
He's
Just
gonna
gonna go
get
ahead and
so much Ankar value here.
yeah. Watching it explode.
Well, I was gonna say it's funny because all that ended up doing was just giving his opponent an Ankar.
Yeah. Oh wow, just ignoring Murazond completely. I believe that's the 5th
Hand is too
bomb.
full.
Ooh, Soul Mirror's gone.
Oh,
That's
Actually,
not too bad to actually burn.
yeah. I wonder if this is intentional, Ted. You were talking about the possibility of milling bombs, and Dmoney has sat on 10 cards enough that I wonder if that's on purpose, trying to, because there's 5 bombs in there right now.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's enough good cards in your deck that it's not worth what, like 4 and 23 or 5 and 23 or whatever the number of bombs is.
Yeah. If he stays on 10 cards again this turn, I'm gonna go ahead and call it intentional.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely too. But I'm just, even if it is intentional, I'm not sure if it's worth it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Renew replaces itself.
Yep.
There's that Radiance.
There's the thought steal, so he can add 2 more cards to his hand.
Oh, that's true. Burst
Not
heat.
even all, he could even play the Radiance that's in his hand, and then oh no, oh he's just gonna heal his face and
Yeah, I guess just
I
figured
think it's intentional.
decking Yachster for 8 a turn is good enough. And
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think here
virtual upgrade.
I'll show you who's boss.
here comes the Skipper Barov.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
And this is where, this is the very last Wrench Caliber that Yachster has available. And so
Yeah.
keeping it alive with Krastanov and upgrade.
Hand is too full.
Looks like
Yet
Yachster.
another whiff.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, I feel like Yachster is fine if Dmoney like overdraws 1 bomb at this point because he's just Overage found about like 5 real cards.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Yeah. This is milling Dmoney. And also worth mentioning, you were talking a little bit about the deck velocity of the Bomb Warrior. Yachster's down to 11 cards. And so if Dmoney is thinking fatigue, Dmoney has 23 cards. And if bombs are overdrawn, then they don't activate and you don't draw. So even though 6, I think, of these cards are bombs, they still count as just single card draws towards fatigue. Dmoney will never fatigue at this point.
He's looking at the Galakrond here. I think I like getting down, or the he's looking at the Deathwing. I think I would have preferred the Galakrond here. Just you want to start getting that hero power online to push a lot of damage, and there's the bomb I would drop.
Yeah.
And here's the oh, Mur's on death.
Yeah, that's gonna leave Dmoney at 8 cards in hand, living crazy.
Mind blown.
Watch him just chain 5 bombs here.
That would be savage. That would be.
I'll show you who's boss.
All right.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
This looks like this is going to be a big draw turn for Yachster. Wants to try to find. Yachster not worried about fatigue. Yachter's trying to figure out how to win this game.
There's the brawl. I'm assuming the brawl was what he was looking for.
Oh yeah. And another dead Corsair cache, as foretold by Ted. Just super dead Corsair caches all over the place.
This is going to be a 50-50 brawl.
Hey.
Left a big enough.
Just brutal.
I have another order of not order of operations, but just a point of order question for you, Ted and Saku. If you play a Hench Clan Burglar, will it find dual class spells that include warrior spells, or does it?
It will not.
So
it doesn't.
Does it? What? Well, it says discover a spell from another class. So
yeah. So does coerce count as a rogue spell, or does it count as a warrior spell, or as somehow both simultaneously?
It counts as somehow both simultaneously, I believe.
Okay.
And
I think.
Yeah, he can't find the coerce. He would, yeah.
It's kind of academic at this point because I'm adding up the damage on these dragons right now, and it's 20,000.
Versus
Yachster has only 11 life.
1.1. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 2 points to make. One, he was, I'm surprised he hasn't found a Blade Storm yet. Blade Storm would have been very nice at a lot of points in this game. And, 2, I never knew you were a mathematician.
Yeah, a mathematician, dare I say. 12 plus 8 is 20,000. I'm doing mage finger magic right now.
Sounds good enough to me.
There's the Blade Storm.
A little late when you played the 4-3, which just completely messes it up.
Oh man, is there any way out of this for Yachster? Yachster's gonna go ahead and just technically
I
speaking,
think has enough bombs.
Yeah, a runner 6 bombs
Playing
wins the game.
Good measure.
Yeah, 5. Sorry,
None.
5. Runner 5 bombs didn't quite get there.
It's gonna be 2-1 lead for Dmoney.
And that priest finds the win, leaving 2 opportunities for that Cyclone Mage to find a win. And this is one of those mage decks that I find really fun to watch, but really difficult to play because the top end is 2 mana giants, and then of course Raz, Frost Whisperer, and then just all the stuff you generate. Right, you do all the prestidigitation over the course of the game, and
You asked for it.
you win with your 40th and 50th cards. And, I find it's really fun. Yeah, I think it's really fun to watch people who are good at this deck play it, and I like to watch from the sidelines.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's entertaining to see people who are bad with it play it for a multitude of different reasons.
That's true. And in the opening hand for Dmoney, you know that Solarian Prime or Astromancer Solarian, and then things that are cheap. How aggressively though do you need to try to start finding your payoffs? And I'm thinking specifically about Cyclones, but Sorcerer's Apprentices that can pay off your Cyclones. I'm never exactly sure how hard you're supposed to mulligan for the big money cards in your Cyclone Mage.
I was gonna say, if I'm perfectly honest, the Cyclone Mage is kind of one of those archetypes that I've just never touched that much, so I'm not the right person to commentate about them. Especially the Mulligan. Usually when I'm playing a match, I just say, oh, well, these cards look good. I guess I'll keep those.
Yeah, these are all cards I put in my deck. I must have wanted them at some point. There's that ooze. 2 games behind, but still, it does exist.
Well, I mean, I think he found it last game after the free sand card for about 5 turns.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's.
But yeah, either way, you're finding it right on time.
I will crush your delusion.
Oh man, the draw of that lab partner. Dmoney's 1 cram session away from really powering up. Meanwhile, tempo 3-2. Do you respect this ooze at all? Looks like Dmoney is gonna go ahead and ping it off and crucially generate another spell that is so cheap that the addition of a single Sorcerer's Apprentice drops that from 1 to 0.
I think the biggest thing there is you just want to keep the Solarian alive for that repeated 3 damage. And yeah, we can see the response to that repeated 3 damage, wasting a shield slam on a 3-2.
Yeah, and it's just gonna now it's a pissed off 7-7 waiting in the wings.
You made a pissed off 7-7 that's gonna pyroblast you 4 times on the face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe 5.
And it's gonna do it by way of a puzzle box somehow.
Oh my god.
So I learned this recently. Apparently, if Solarian Prime casts Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron, that can hit another Puzzle Box of Yogg-Saron. Apparently, unless it's changed recently, I've seen it happen, and it's insane.
Wow.
A simple spell.
And look at all this. Look at all these cheap spells there for Dmoney. Dmoney just needs, is a single Cyclone, preferably alongside a Sorcerer's Apprentice, away from just going crazy.
I mean, I'm just waiting for the Solarian that costs 5 puzzle boxes.
Yeah. that'll be some fireworks when it happens, not if. When it happens.
What makes something real?
I mean, there are enough games of this gameplay today. I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened once somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, odds aren't good at all, but
But they're not 0.
Yeah.
Oh
And it
my
looks
God.
like, to the surprise of no one, he chose the Plate Breaker as the one that does.
Not going for any super tricksy mind games on this one. Just going to go ahead and make the Sandhoof Water Bear sturdier. So
Yep.
one of the ways to try to remain alive against the pressure of bombs is to just keep that health real high. And actually, the Wrench Caliber is conspicuous by their absence so far this game. Actually going to spend the Krastanov attack in order to buff up Ankar.
That's usually not a terrific feeling.
Yeah, we do what we must with what we have, but this is not how this is supposed to go.
So Ankar doesn't produce bombs? I don't get it.
I know, it's in the name of the deck is Bomb Warrior. Come on, Ankar.
Is it cold?
You're making us look like a fool.
I guess it's Shem all the time.
Gotta force out a brawl at some point, I suppose. So Dmoney's gonna go ahead and activate the Shenwala 5/5. Wait, no way. Risky Skipper dodged those?
Skipper, right?
Again.
I mean, I guess.
Oh!
No way. Oh my gosh.
Wow. I'm sure Dmoney is just shaking his head there. It's like, come on now.
Yeah. Watching all of those missiles.
Oh my god.
Now that first brawl of the first brawl of this match is going to come down. It looks like Yasha reaching for it. Has some other options though. Can try to set up some kind of Blade Storm situation. Though the addition of the lab assistant or the lab partner.
Lead the charge?
Ooh.
Oh, an additional Risky Skipper.
That's a pretty solid
Someone
pirate.
lead the charge?
Yeah.
Pirate number 2.
Oh my god.
An additional risky skipper.
Man. Oh?
3 car lifts. That's, you know.
Yeah, it's probably a situation where neither player is particularly happy. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
my Shenbao. It's like, oh, I lost.
Yeah.
Upgrading Ankar. Oh, jeez, you guys. Ted, Saku. Not what's happening.
Why? Look at that. It's 3 of a kind.
Wait, hold on. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to turn golden and become a 2/6, right? That deals 2 damage to all minions when you play a minion.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the rule.
Yep.
If you ever do
Yeah.
triples, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually sitting on a great poker hand now with a full house.
Yep.
And a couple extra cards in there.
Yeah, a couple up his sleeve.
Finally,
Hey, this is what Bomb Warrior's supposed
the
to do.
about time.
Oh,
Oh,
2 cutting classes. Do you bother?
Yeah,
ladies
gosh,
and gentlemen, we're going off.
yeah, I mean that'll draw you up to 10 cards if you're Yachster. Is Yachster going to get this last draw off his Ankar? Looks like thinking about it very sincerely. Oh, does he have
think
another
he
card in
does.
deck? I don't think he does.
Because we've seen the Pillager, we've seen Double Skipper, and we've seen, yeah.
Double Sky Raider.
Yeah, I think that's... So he's going to attack in the full hand, not worrying about the draw. It's something.
Just trying to get in space damage wherever possible.
Oh, do it.
Oh,
on,
do it. Do it. You have
Do it.
to. Yes. Here we go. Everyone hang on. Flame Ward.
Flame Warrior?
Conjurer's calling. Oh no. Mirror Entity. Font of Power.
Pyroblast.
Pyroblast.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
As was foretold.
Oh. Wow.
Yep.
Just
We also got the Sorcerer's Apprentice off the Font of Power, which is an insane minion to get.
And
And
I'll show you who's
Skipper Bear off, but
I'll show you who's boss.
yeah, I mean this will clear the board, but I mean at this point Yachter's dead to 2 hero powers. Yachter has to hit his armor up every turn for the rest of the game.
and he's dead to just literally any form of mage damage.
Yeah, I mean there are so many spells that say deal damage. 4 mana Mountain Giant.
I would assume we're going to go for a Mana Cyclone turn here, if nothing else, but just to look for lethal.
Hey, oh yeah, it's a good point. Mirror Image, Devolving Missiles, and I guess that's actually all the spell action that's available right now. I guess the other possibility is to go for a Mana Giant Conjurer's Calling this turn.
Yeah, looks like he will just do that.
All right. Geppetto, Joy Buzz, and a Batterhead, the 2 revealed of that Conjurer's Calling. Dust value, quite high. But
So what are our options here? Options here would be to go for a Blade Storm into Shield Block plus Shield Slam.
yeah,
You could do a Blade Storm. You're not like you have a lot of options to play this.
I guess you could also Blade Storm Galakron Shield Slam. Would that give you enough armor? Yeah, because that'd give you an additional 5. Oh no, you don't have enough mana. That costs 10
I
mana.
was just about to say that's 11 mana.
Yeah, darn.
Looking to. I want to know why he's playing the Shield Slam at the. Okay. He looked like he wanted to Shield Slam before gaining. Alright, he's just going to go with the double Blade Storm.
Has now checked for Netherwind Portal, Mirror Entity, Ice Barrier, and Counter Spell.
Yep, so. What can it be? I think it can be, from his point of view, Flame Ward, Vaporize, or Spellbender?
Yes, I believe you are correct.
I do believe. Hello.
Oh, okay. I mean, Sorcerer's Apprentice Evocation win the game. That's got to be double Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yeah.
Gonna play the lab partner. Yeah, he's just.
find the damage.
Getting cards. Yeah. And so now
There's
with a double
his-
discount and a spell
Fireball.
damage.
There's a fireball. Done.
Dmoney takes it 3-1.
Dang. Oh, and that's right. That's a 7 damage fireball. That lab assistant's so helpful. Oh, it says explode.
There it is, folks.
Oh man. That was like a series.
That was a great series. 3 games to 1. And we were talking a little bit at the very top of the show. Canadian Clown Fiesta has got some gonna have a little bit of a difficult time here, potentially, depending on how our final series of the evening goes.
Right, but yeah, so are we working on getting Dmoney in for an interview?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if he can. I knew he was doing like a 24-hour stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez.
So,
And then gonna just go ahead and warm down with some on-stream Friday Night Fights action.
so we'll see if he has me here.
Wow, 3. There's, I mean, you said it yourself 1 or 2 games ago there, Ted. The tech choices not really coming in that game. It was just a lot of decks doing what the core game plan is, right? Whether it's play guardian animals and that's powerful, or be a Highlander priest and that's powerful, be a bomb warrior and that's powerful. Interestingly, the one that's potentially somewhat teched against weapons didn't do as well in this series as the straight up bombs and pirates warrior.
Okay, so we got Dmoney. I'm just gonna try and add him here in a sec. Gonna screw up the cams a little bit, but
oh yeah, you can't screw up my cam much more than it already is. It's already got to deal with all this. You know what I'm saying? It's already got to deal with all of this stuff that's going on.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Dmoney's coming in.
Coming in hot.
possibly still ringing. Here he is.
There he is.
Dmoney.
Dmoney, congratulations. Did I hear right that you are coming off a 24-hour stream?
I'm in the middle of a subathon currently.
Hey.
Okay.
Which could go on for 24 hours. I'm not sure, but we're
Dang.
about 9 hours in right now. Not too bad. Yeah.
Well, thanks for playing this evening for us. It
was a lot of fun. Yes, thank you for having me.
So, obviously an excellent series, 3 games to 1, a lot of fun to watch. Take us through a little bit, just from your sitting in your chair. What were some of the highlights and some of the lowlights for that series for you? Some stuff with that druid, right? That very first game, for example.
That first game was a bit crazy. That Natalie Celine was very thick. That was like the biggest Natalie I've ever seen. I don't know. That was a crazy back and forth game. I thought I was winning it at one point, and then I thought I was losing by so much, and it was pretty close overall. But he played well, and the next game after that, the Bomb Warrior Mirror, I think it was.
Yeah,
that was a good game too. I was drawing all my bombs, he wasn't, but that was actually a good thing for me because of my Dr. Boom. So yeah, it was a good series overall. And the mage, that Solarian Prime, I mean, yeah, that's just everybody knows I'm the mage master, so I know how to swing that RNG in my favor, and it worked out well.
Yeah, well, what's funny is Ted actually said, "Yeah, we're just gonna see Solarian Prime into Pyroblast," and there it was.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you.
Anytime.
Yeah. What's up?
Sorry, somehow GamerRVG just sent me 336 friend requests.
Yeah,
that happened to me earlier. Actually, that's apparently a thing now. Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Go ahead.
So I may need to restart.
So how
talk
are you?
Amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, how are you enjoying the THL as a series there for Pro Series with Liquid Ox and your fellow teammates there?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's helping. The main reason why I wanted to join as a competitive team was to just get practice down with each other, like just working on lineups and everything, just really team building. Mm-hmm. And this has really been nice for that, and just giving us more experience with tournaments overall. getting us prepared for like Masters tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's been nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the level of play that we've have here, as you can see, pretty much everybody's hit legend that's played in the Pro Series. So it is that practice that you need for your teammates for sure. So
Yeah, definitely like the competitiveness, and yeah, everybody's been really nice so far. So that's also a bonus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now you have to deal with Raren, that crazy Canadian, and then our house brand there, Liquid Ox. So
Yeah, we got a lot of good guys on the team.
yeah,
100%.
So just looking at the series right now, it looks like you have put HypeHorizen into a pretty good position of going up against Canadian Clown Fiesta. Later on, we're going to be able to see Koroden versus GamerRVG. What's your confidence level at right now for HypeHorizen versus CCF?
I mean, my confidence level against any team for HypeHorizen is through the roof. Honestly,
Nice.
not even trying to really brag, but yeah, I think we got a good shot at taking this whole thing home. I'm excited to see GamerRVG go at it. I'm probably going to be watching that match. He's probably our best tournament player, so yeah, I think he'll be doing very well for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were talking about how hyped you are for your team, and like, it's a solid Bro team when you are 2-1 and you're in the 5 seed.
Yeah,
That's a very strong team.
Yeah, we're all. I mean, basically, if you lose a match, then everybody in our group chat, is going to flame you. So there's a lot of pressure.
So yeah, you got to do well, and then your teammates don't jump on you. So
Yes, pretty much.
incentive to get going, right? So that's awesome.
Yeah, we're all just friends at the end of the day, so
That's right.
it's just like one big family. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Oh, that's excellent. We were talking a little bit about that mage deck as well before the mage started, and I wanted to get your thoughts specifically on how to mulligan that deck in your mind. Like, what are you looking for in the opening stages when you're playing that mage?
Like just in general or against the warrior?
Against the warrior, because when I saw 1 into 2, there's the curve part of my brain that's like, great, one of those costs 1, one of those costs 2, great, keep those. But then just thinking about how the mage works, Cyclone is so important, Sorcerer's Apprentice is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your?
So the list that I run, the only draw is Cram Session. So usually if I get a Cram Session, I'll keep it, especially in a slower matchup like Warrior, where you kind of have time to build up the resources. Even though they're going to put bombs in your deck and you really don't want to draw them, you still really have to get to the resources to combo off a bit. So I like to keep Cram Session if I have it. Anything that'll really give me value also, like the 1/1 bird that'll give me an arcane missiles. And I mean, Sorcerer's Apprentice, I think you always keep it no matter what, pretty much. But yeah, anything that'll give me value, like the Cyclone is usually decent as long as my starting hand isn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. Maybe like Primordial Studies to get Solarian, because that's like one of the ways you win the matchup, is just like you saw in the matchup. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Yachster there didn't even draw his Wrench Caliber to like turn 25 or something like that with the last match.
Yeah.
So oh well. Can't be Bomb Warrior without the bombs floating in there. So. Oh well. Any final words or any shout outs or representing your own Twitch channel?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Money Club, twitch.tv/DMoneyGames. Shout out to HypeHorizen, which is my team, and shout out to you guys for putting on this great thing that you got here.
No
yeah,
problem.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for joining us tonight, and good luck to the rest of your team, and have a great evening.
Thank you very much. You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Oh man,
Great guy.
It's great to see that team dynamic as well.
Yeah.
We're all helping each other out, but and you're talking about the strength of the team, Ted, and it seems like we're going to be seeing HypeHorizen week after week putting up some numbers.
And it's just always so nice to see the new people coming to THL and just, enjoying their time here and just being good additions to the community overall.
Yep, 100%. So, well, you guys ready for the next match?
Yep.
Oh yeah, free
Little
Hong
legacy
Kong.
action.
Does
Yeah, free Hong Kong versus Rizen, if I'm not mistaken. ATL
Yes.
versus Chaos Theory.
Yep. So
Yeah, this is coming from
I
the
do have
Red
bands.
Conference.
Yep.
Oh, hello there.
So you guys can rip it out, see what you guys think the bands are going to be, and I'll finish it off.
All right.
So Druid Hunter Mage Paladin for free Hong Kong up against Demon Hunter Regular Hunter Paladin Rogue. Huh. Actually, neither of these players bringing Warrior this evening. That's always sort of my one, like if you're Warrior kind of reminds me of previous Warriors actually, where if you're not going to ban it, you should have a plan to beat it and everyone's going to bring it. Neither of these players bringing the Warrior is opens up some possibilities. A Druid, of course, is another one that's quite popular to ban. I've seen a couple of Demon Hunter bans here and there since Rizen didn't bring Druid and didn't bring Warrior. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I mean, it seems like probably ban out the Druid for free Hong Kong unless there's something very specific you're trying to do, like pick on Druid. But that's just a risky proposition. Although Demon Hunter and regular Hunter, if it's like a face Hunter and maybe an aggressive Demon Hunter, maybe you can just burn out some Druids.
Burning out Druids. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. 2 Paladins as well, which ones that I've been seeing, the ones that seem to be in vogue are the Libram Penflinger Paladins. But there, of course, you can do pure Paladins if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. You get that 4 mana 4/2 that gives you a true silver champion. You know, maybe they have a read and they think that the ability to gain extra true silver champions, and then of course the refill of the Lightforged Crusader at the top end with that 7 mana, 7/7. It's kind of, I feel like I haven't been seeing that as much. It seems like I've been seeing mostly Penflinger out of Paladin. But you know, if it's a deck that you really like, you know, if you're a pure Paladin aficionado, you know, it's you're a couple of trades and all of a sudden you're good to go.
All right, so we do have the ban. So the ban is going to be, if I could find it here. Hold on a sec. So Rizen said his Demon Hunter is banned.
Okay.
And Paladin is banned for Hong Kong.
Oh, banning the Paladin. So that leaves Druid Hunter Mage against Hunter Paladin Rogue. And at the top of the show, Saku and Ted, I believe you guys were talking about Face Hunter. Is that what you guys expect to see here?
Yeah,
Typically.
Like I know Highlander Hunter is still floating around there to an extent, but Face just seems to be well the place.
It is. How about you, Saku? You thinking we're going to see something crazy? Some Highlander, some dragons?
I think you're going to see, well, possibly even the 2 hunters bust out right now, the 2 face hunters. Mm-hmm. That's what I'd like to see first. So
that's always a fun matchup to watch.
Oh, for sure. And how they choose to split up their secrets in the deck preparation phase, because I've seen anything from 2 freezings and 2 pressure plates. If you really just want to pick on Druids, I've seen the 1 explosive, 1 freezing, 1 pressure plate, 1 hack tactics. If you really just want to make it really difficult to play around, and then you know any combination of those seem to be the 4. If you're going to play secrets, the freezings and the pressure plates seem to be popular. And then of course, if you want to throw some explosives in there for extra damage, throw some pack tactics in there for a little bit of extra board presence, stuff like that. But that's where you can really tune a deck to reflect your personality or battle against a specific metagame that maybe you're up against.
All right. The players are in. So right side of your screen, Rizen is going to be the first to spectate, with Hong Kong being on top.
All right.
Oh, Mage v Hunter to start it off.
Here we go.
You asked for it.
And it's a face Hunter. If Tour Guide and Kill Command and Explosive Trap tell me anything in that starting hand, that this is probably a face Hunter. And if a Mana Cyclone and Cram Session, I feel like we just talked about them. Mana Cyclone and Cram Session in the opening hand, available potentially for Rizen. I'm sorry, for free Hong Kong. This can be tough. The healing available to the mage is pretty much freezing the board, you know, just not taking damage, and then maybe 8 armor off of a generated ice barrier. But
Yeah.
you know, there's no apotheosis or anything, right? There's no water bear unless you get it off Jandis Barrow. Like it's
Yeah.
healing tough to find. Oh, and this is the version with Lore Keeper Pole Kilt. We see him in hand already. Oh, and this probably has since we are seeing imprisoned Felmaws, that means that the animal companions have probably been cut in favor of these imprisoned Felmaws.
Job's done.
I mean, Felmaw is nice. It is 5 damage to the face in 2 turns.
Yeah. I understand that you are fine paying 3 mana for a Huffer. What if it was 2 mana and it had 2 additional health and 1 more attack? And it always hits face. But it doesn't always hit face. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It goes around taunt and hits face.
Yeah.
But DollaBilz, it doesn't always. It always hits face.
Yeah, well, listen, if there's anybody out there saying it doesn't always hit face, then just go away.
You are. I understand where you're coming from. That's not technically what the card text says. But when it says random enemy, it means opponent's life total.
It means random enemy face.
Exactly.
I mean, listen, it wouldn't be the first time Blizzard was inconsistent with card wordings. Uh-oh. Hold on. That was a trade. There's a trade alert here.
Wait a minute. Is that... Wow, really respecting the spell power possibilities. Wants to, I guess, restrict the draw and also limit any kind of spell-based shenanigans. The ones that we can see right now, Ray of Frost and Apexis Blast. But...
I'm sorry, Rizen. I didn't realize we were playing Trade Hunter here.
Yeah, I assume Rizen is going to come back to his senses here momentarily.
You get burned.
Firebrand is going to answer the Felmaw really nicely after it deals 5 to the face, of course.
What? There's a bug? I guess we report this directly to Blizzard, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to go open a customer support ticket with them right now.
Yeah. And so for this turn, 4 mana available. It's tempting for me to play out one of these secrets, maybe the pack tactics, and then hit that hero power button. The problem is, I don't know how, because the hunter hero power is great, right? Just deal 2 damage. It's a great pressure tool, but your health kind of has to be low in order for that pressure tool to really be effective. And getting the value off it over time is effective, but you kind of prefer FreeHongKong. Oh, we're trading again, Ted!
Rizen has, over 4 turns, done exactly 2 phase damage. That's not the way you're winning this match.
No, that's not what you want to be doing as the face hunter. Malagos, Bloodmage, Thalnos. Oh, Thalnos. Cheap spell power is perpetually dangerous. Always dangerous.
Let's be honest, those might have been Void Walkers. The 1/3s.
Yeah.
Because they had Dawn, apparently.
All right, I need to reset the audio bus on my computer. So carry on, talk amongst yourselves. It looks like something has gone wrong.
Something's gone awry.
I can't believe I've done this. Anyway, I'm gonna reset the audio bus. I'll be back in 15 seconds.
All right.
Perfect.
Oh, that's bad.
All 3 to the face. That's neat.
Yeah. FreeHongKong, aka Pond, having to use both Ray of Frost to clear that, just because one stupid missile couldn't hit it.
Yeah.
Rizen here, I would assume we probably see the explosive trap get set up.
Yep. Easy.
He's gonna play the... Kind of interested by his decision to play the Initiate, considering Pond can just trade into it before hitting face to proc the explosive trap. I would have rather just seen that not get played.
You don't pick the wands.
Wand Maker into Elemental Allies.
They're gonna spell
Probably
it out
not
anyway? Yeah.
exactly the spell you're looking for, but we'll see. Pack tactics.
Wow. Little ping. He's gonna sacrifice the. Okay. Ping that and go face, possibly, and die. Nice sequence for FreeHongKong.
Yep.
And so now coming into, is that better? Am I still?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Excellent.
Nice. Because I mean, sometimes just my EDM life just comes back into me and it's just dubstep effects, and I can't do anything about it except reset everything.
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
So I was gone for like 15 seconds. I assume FreeHongKong has only lost 8 hit points. What's happening?
Nothing.
I mean, what, he's lost like 1 1/4 HP per turn? That's, or 1 1/3 rather.
Yeah.
That's not the kind of damage output you want to get as a face hunter.
I wonder.
Yeah, this is around the time, was at least in my experience, where it's time to be wrapping this up. Coming up,
Yeah.
Pull Kelt into Dragonbane and Hero Power for wins. And an interesting turn now for FreeHongKong. You know, the Apexis Blast. Lord Keeper Pull Kelt is just the mid-rangiest. It represents a bunch of future threat, but it's also a 4 or 5. You can't really ignore it, but you don't want to spend Apexis Blast on it necessarily, do you? I mean, I guess.
You might feel like he has to. He doesn't want that 4 continuous face damage being pushed. See, so like, even though Rizen has pushed almost no face damage so far, it might not matter. FreeHongKong just doesn't really have any threats at hand besides this Mana Giant.
It looks like Mana Giant is going to be the play. And yeah, there's the Dragonbane. And this does set up kind of an awkward situation for Dragonbane, because Rizen, it should be Refa. Oh, Ashima.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's actually nice. It's gonna protect your Dragonbane a little bit, depending on where the blast goes, of course.
So the eternal question, do you shoot first or do you try to maximize your odds?
I think you shoot first. I think you want to shoot first because you want the option to trade into the Elite 8.
There it is.
Yeah, now you're just going to make that trade.
And now we see FreeHongKong already reaching for that Apexis Blast. Going to go ahead and take Dragonbane off the board. Also can cram Session alongside it. So get a draw 2. Finds a Mana Cyclone and finds Raz Frost Whisperer.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, if FreeHongKong can ever just get a turn to develop, then Raz Frost Whisperer is just going to be a real problem for Rizen to deal with.
Rizen just needs a beast at this point.
And this is one of those side effects of cutting your animal companions for Felmaws, is now you are not going to draw a beast. Your first beast available will be I mean, what do you have? Volpertingers? That's all the way at 1 mana. Your deck's upside down.
And you have the Face Stalkers as well, but
Face
still
Stalkers
2 mana.
Yeah, so you got to get through all of your 3 mana cards before you have the chance of drawing your Face Stalker, but also potentially hitting your secrets that you would prefer to just pull out with your Face Stalker.
And you're also going to see Rizen just aiming a kill command at the face already because he knows, beasts aren't coming.
Right. So this actually sets up another interesting situation where Jandis Barov can provide potentially some tauntage in the way, or Raz and a hero power will clear off the Shima.
Yeah, I like the Raz. Oh, he's going to get... Oh, no, that's better.
Oh, nice. This is better. Yeah, this is...
Yeah. And, FreeHongKong needs to kind of start doing that because he needs to start putting some counter pressure because, even though Rizen hasn't pressured him too much, all of a sudden the hero power is becoming a legitimate threat.
Yeah, and just looking at all these cards, that's 8 damage with 3 off the kill command, 3 off the Eagle Horn bow, and then 2 off the hero power. So this is 8 this turn, and then an additional 5 next turn.
That's just lethal next turn.
Yeah.
Job's done.
And the next draw, so that's both kill commands and both Eagle Horn bows. Astromancer Solarian. This Jandis Barov needs to. And even then, all that does is stop the bow damage.
And
That's
that
not
doesn't
it.
do it. Pawn just
right.
throwing it all out there.
Okay, so this needs to be a 1-mana freeze face somehow? I don't think that's a card. We don't have Breath of Sindragosa anymore. And
There we go.
3, 4,
And,
5.
oh, he gets the reader too, so reload was coming anyways.
Exact lethal damage. And that's going to do it. Face Hunter, in spite of not being able to do a lot of damage in the early turns, still manages to get there. And Face Hunter, you guys were talking about it at the top of the show. It seems to be the version of Hunter to beat right now. It's muscled out all the other ones.
Just kills you.
It's really hard to keep playing when your life is gone. It turns out you just don't get to play the game anymore.
And that kind of, shows the merit of running Polkelt in that deck. He was, out of cards in hand, and his opponent was at 22 on turn 7, and yet that just allowed him to keep, drawing all of his expensive stuff and just, barely get over the finish line.
Yeah, not gonna draw bricks until the game should be long over.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like FreeHongKong going to move to the Druid, and Rizen going to move to the Rogue. And I'm seeing an Evil Miscreant and a Flick Skyshivs. This seems to be, I don't know if there are necessarily secrets yet, but it's starting to look some kind of questing adventurer-based Rogue from Rizen.
Yeah, you're not looking at the hyper aggro right now. Rizen seems to have a pretty easy. You're definitely tossing the Flick. If I'm in this position, I'm keeping the Cat and the Miscreant. I don't think I want the Wand Thief either, though you could argue it.
Yeah, I would like to find something to. Oh wow, finds okay, and gets the coin. So we get to do Pharaoh Cat on 1 and a coin Miscreant on 2.
Yeah, into a bunch of shenanigans on 3.
Yep, non-stop shenanigans. Active Wand Thief on turn 3, alongside lackeys.
Meanwhile, you look across the board, and man, this is a brutal hand.
Yeah, and interesting. FreeHongKong playing the Kael'thas still, not ready to give up on old Kael'thas.
Yeah, I mean it can still. It's not quite as consistent as it was, but there's still definitely shenanigans that can be pulled off.
Oh yeah, 10 mana spells costing 1 is still pretty good.
Especially when you have a multitude of spells that not only cost 0 but actively gain you mana.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see another hero power from Pond here. Wow.
Yikes. No ramp, missing out. We don't know for sure if this list is playing the single copy of Wild Growth necessarily or any of the nature studies. But no overgrowth. We know overgrowth's in here. We know lightning bloom's in here, and none of those are anywhere to be seen. And
Don't
this
have your
card,
either.
yeah, no Innervates either. And Cult Neophyte, even if there were Innervates and stuff, Cult Neophyte just basically forces FreeHongKong to pass another turn. Hero power and pass another turn, you guys.
I wonder if you're Rizen here, if you just start trying to get the questing adventure online. It does get punished hard by the Ghidra. He could go Ghidra plus Ironbark to clear that, plus another minion. So, definitely would be right to be a little cautious about it. Here I'm actually getting some mage spells into my hand.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to continue generating resources with, well, the Mermy was generated, and then was going to be able to, like you said, Wand Thief, potentially Pharaoh Cat if Rizen wants to. But let's see what's in these Wand Thieves first. Counterspell, magic. Oh, counterspell. it's tough. It can be tough to time, but if you can counterspell something big,
yeah,
that's.
And I have a feeling it's maybe one of those games where Pond is in a term where he's like, well, this might be counterspell, but if it is, then I just lose this game. I can't afford to play around it, and yeah. Oh, there's the Flick. Flick, very nice card to have in this match.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden you can clear out stuff that would be animals or stuff that has been animalsed.
Yeah. Looks like we're getting the adventurer here.
And this is going to be buffed up at least twice, unless something for free comes out here. It looks like Evocation Frostbolt or Ice
Evocation.
Barrier.
I like Evocation here.
Yeah, it's tough to argue with the thing that fills up your
Yeah.
hand with stuff.
Probably gonna say yep the backstab.
Actually, how big does this adventurer have to get out of range? That Gidra you were talking about.
Well, what he can Gidra plus Iron Bark, which would make it a 4. What? 4, 8.
Yeah,
think.
4 or 8. 9.
Which would
4 or 9. 8 or 9, something.
4 or 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High
So
enough.
he would have to. He'd have to swing it into the questing adventure twice, but that would still be a big taunt.
Twilight running the draw, and now FreeHongKong has to decide: clear the adventurer, which might as well have super taunt, or try to go off with some kind of Kel'Thas turn. But it looks like we're just going to go ahead and there's the 4/9, going to be able to clear off the adventure, but it's going to take 2 attacks, and Gidra's gone. Gidra's now handled, unless we're going to see the Crystal Power come out this turn.
Looks like we might just see the Crystal Power here.
Oh, okay, interesting. So if this Gidra survives, we're going to see some extreme value off this overflow. But I can't imagine Gidra.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see many worlds where it lives. I
If
do like
Rizen-
slamming the counter spell here though.
Oh yeah, if Rizen drives through a tunnel and loses access to the internet, then the Gidra survives. But that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and a Dirty Tricks draw means that we now know that it is Secrets. Secrets being one of the value generation engines for this rogue. Oh my gosh, Flak Mage triggers off Secrets. Arcane Flak Mage is a 2-mana 3/2 that says every time you play a secret, it explodes for 2 damage to enemy minions.
Very timely. Very
Yeah, that
timely.
actually works. And with 2 secrets in hand, well, now with 1 secret in hand, but still, look at how cool that is. What? Fireworks.
What an animation.
Yeah. FreeHongKong down to 18. And just taking consistent chip damage. These 2 Wand Thieves don't look very threatening, but they've gotten in for 6 damage or so, 4 to 6 damage.
You forgot your big calculator, DollaBilz. It's like
Yeah,
6 million damage right now.
For about, oh, that's right. I forgot to do the extra math. I forgot to do turbo math. I do math, and I do it to the nth degree. There's that counter spell, and so now we're once again gonna see a shapeshift turn. Overgrowth gets countered. How many turns, gentlemen? How many turns have we seen FreeHongKong have to just hero power and pass this game? That time because of a timely counterspell, but
Yeah.
just a brutal amount.
He basically messaged me just saying, I don't know why my hand is so lumpy. So along those lines. But
Oh my god, that's the double evocation hand.
wow.
There it is.
Oh man.
Gosh.
So does this do mage spells only? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah, fill your hand with random mage spells. Do that 2 turns in a row with just consistent chip damage. I would assume we're going to see the Dirty Tricks developed, but I could see holding it so you just get more evocation stuff.
That's crazy. Start with a fireball.
Yeah, well, here comes some. Looks like Kel'Thas shenanigans. But will that be too little too late?
Yeah, and the only thing we get to really do is fire off this overflow, which is
And,
great.
Yeah. Fire off the overflow and hope we find something good. Because as long as he would find another 0 mana spell and and something else big, he can go again.
Fog Beam
Ooh.
is
There's
free.
the 0 mana spell. He's another big spell though.
Innervate is free. Oh my. Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna
no.
nature
Alright.
studies for something big.
Yeah, nature studies.
Here we go, something big.
Forest aid. Forest aid.
Forest Aid. That's one. That's
good
1
enough.
mana. Okay. Going
See,
again?
Gonna play another.
No, I guess just gonna
Oh,
play
I
out this fog
think-
beam.
I think he messed up. Yeah, he just played that innovate for nothing. He wasn't thinking.
Oh,
Oh, the blackjack stunner.
jeez.
Oh,
That was pretty
no.
timely.
Brutal.
Yeah. And it even has a plagiarize to activate it. Flick is available. I mean, there's
Wow.
you can spend 6 mana, deal with this Kael'thas permanently. You can spend 3 mana and just sap it, super blackjack stunner it, gentle freezing trap it. Oh, and actually with the preparation, you can do all that, everything I just said for 1 mana, and then still have an evocation turn this turn if you want.
Door hit you.
Gonna flick away all these treants, it looks like. Knowing full well that there's another half of Forest Aid, but none of these folks come out with Taunt. And I think we've seen both Iron Barks come and go already. So Taunt, if it's going to happen, either needs to be Teacher's Pet or it needs to be something generated off of, presumably, I assume there's only 1 copy of Exotic Mount Seller, if there's room for Kael'thas in this list.
Room for something.
Gosh, overloaded for 2 means the other half of Force Aid can't even come down. So it's gonna have to be Bog Beam, Teacher's Pet, and then that's it. Okay, that can't be it because that's insufficient just from what we can see right now. Unless the Teacher's Pet hits Silverback Patriarch, and then it would still not be enough because there's 2 copies of Evocation, and those 2 cards have got to be suspicious. FreeHongKong knows that that's 2 Wand Thief spells, so maybe he thinks they're Fireballs or Pyroblasts or Frostbolts or Apexis Blasts. That they're evocations is
Time goes short.
they don't have to specifically be evocations for FreeHongKong to know that they are extremely threatening.
FreeHongKong is just looking to try and delay even further.
Yeah, gonna actually not. Okay, is going to play the Bog Beam. For a second there, I thought we weren't Bog Beaming. And so now those go into the hand. The Teacher's Pet and the Bog Beam, which will cost 0, go into the hand.
Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh, actually, there's no secret. Okay, so he's safe.
Yeah, I assume we're evocating this turn.
Any fireballs? Oh, fire.
There's a
No
combustion.
burst damage.
Yeah. Mirror Image Cram Session.
So,
Game over.
Yep, that's game over.
But still gonna walk across the board and do it the old-fashioned way with swords. And,
Yeah, he didn't have the burst damage, but didn't matter too much.
yeah. Wow. And so, yeah, a Hunter win and a Rogue win has 3 chances with this Paladin now. And so if you are FreeHongKong, what do you want to play into? Well, I guess first of all, I'll ask you guys both. I'll start with you, Ted. Is this a Penflinger Paladin? How do we feel about that? That seemed...
Let me look at. It really depends on the matchup. You want the Penflinger if you're dealing with a lot of aggro.
Yeah.
So I would think so.
Yeah, Loot Hoarder to me indicates Penflinger, and
Yeah.
probably
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Salhet's Pride as well, to try to grab Penflingers, Loot Hoarders, and the other Salhet's Pride. And
Yeah. No, especially with the Hunter on the other side, you definitely, I think, want to bring the Penflinger.
mm-hmm. And it looks like we're going to see the Cyclone Mage once again out of FreeHongKong up against this Paladin. Wow, this is actually everything we talked about in that interview with Dmoney. Sorcerer's Apprentice, Primordial Studies to find spell power, and Cram Session to draw cards. This is everything but the Cyclone. First day of school with Hand of a Doll in hand. This is the start. Landing something on 1 into Hand of a Doll on 2. Oh my gosh, and that's a Shield Bearer. So that's a sturdy creature to go ahead and attach that Hand of a Doll to. This is an interesting synergy. Primordial Studies coming down means that Lab Partner will cost 0. So you get to do the Primordial Studies and then still play the Lab Partner if you like.
Yeah.
But you also have to assume that they're a Paladin, they have Hand of a Doll, or they have Libram of Wisdom on turn 2. if they're
Sorry,
Yep.
go on.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Hand of a Doll making Shield Bearer looks like a legitimate minion.
Yeah, wait a minute. A 1-mana 2/6 with Taunt. It's like an injured Tol'Vir that never got injured. Uninjured Tolvir? Oh, what is this? Is I feel like we were just talking about the number of times FreeHongKong has had to hero power and pass,
Yeah.
and looks like those fortunes haven't changed much.
Mind if I roll knee?
Job done.
Just looking at the rest of Rizen's hand, it looks like it's going to be a minute before this Aldor Truthseeker can come down. But once Aldor Truthseeker comes down, it drops that Libram of Hope down to 7 mana. 7 mana, heal 8, and 8/8 Taunt Divine Shield. It's big. And granted, Mage has some ways to deal with a big Taunt Divine Shield, you know, Polymorph generated or Evolving Missiles, stuff like that. But still, there's going to be some board that FreeHongKong is going to have to deal with, and it's not going to take too long for that to happen, and that's Lady Liadrin. So there's even some reload coming up if everything that's already available to Rizen gets dealt with.
Yeah. Fortunately, Rizen is going to have to take a turn off here, but man, he has some powerful turns coming up.
Options.
Do you ever... I mean, I assume we're hero powering. Do you ever tempo out this Wild Pyromancer just as a free 2? So our next turn's not going to be spells. Our turn after that is probably not going to be spells. Having a 3/2 on the board. Yeah.
If you start getting some free Librams, that gets really good when you drop the Liadrin in a few turns.
That's
I don't
true.
know if the game's necessarily going to go on for that long, however, because that's probably like at least 5 turns in the future.
Yeah. And when you see that tempo Wild Pyromancer come down, it's time to... Oh, an evocation is going to be discovered off of the magic trick. So now FreeHongKong.
Wizard here?
Gosh, I mean, I have a fun new spectator bug where I can't see the discover options anymore, but I get to see them as they appear in the bottom hand there. So I don't know what the options were around Potion of Illusion, but
It was
there a
that
blizzard?
Blizzard and Brain Freeze.
Oh, okay, interesting. Oh,
So,
update.
yeah, I think I would have gone for the Potion of Illusion last out of those options.
Yeah, wants to generate. I guess there's the possibility of getting extra Astromancers,
Yeah,
maybe. But yeah, but to your earlier point, is the game going to go on that long? Are we going to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe extra Sorcerer's Apprentices.
Yeah, that's true. Get some cheap spells.
Going for some OTK shenanigans here.
I mean, it seems like if we're going to go, I'm just doing, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage that we can see. Oh, Potion of Illusion going to come down already. And I guess alongside the coin, that means the Sorcerer's Apprentice can come out and a lab partner, and we can start.
Explode!
I'm going to draw 2, then probably draw another 2, and hopefully get some cheap spells. Neither of those are cheap spells.
Wand Thief is not a cheap spell. Imprisoned Observer is not a cheap spell.
God.
Nina.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Rizen has?
Yeah, 12 showing, has the option to, at this point, has the option, and I'm only saying this halfway kidding, to play out the Libram of Wisdom just to get that Light's Justice. Just to get 4 swings with the hammer. Probably not going to do that, but I'm only kind of kidding about that possibility.
Hold on. He traded there?
He did trade there.
That could be a sign of the Libram coming out.
If we're not going to see the equality, the Libram of Justice come out, then I would assume we're going to see something like a Devout Pupil hit the board instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting setup. You can either clear out. I mean, how threatening is the spell damage? You've seen a Sorcerer's Apprentice come and go. The 1/1 was generated off the Potion of Illusion, but okay, it is going to be the Devout Pupil. And then next turn. So this is the turn. FreeHongKong pretty much has this turn: 9 life, a Sorcerer's Apprentice, and a Dream.
Hmm?
and and at least 2 Astromancer Solarians.
Minimum.
The rebuy. Ray of Frost will hold some creatures in place.
Yeah. I can buy him another turn. Another Ray of Frost.
Potion?
Yeah.
No.
I think with Potion, A, it's very slow, and B, you're going to start running into hand size issues with that.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Actually, it's going to be able to destroy. Oh, okay. It's actually just going to hold everything in hopes of getting an additional turn with Sorcerer's Apprentice on the board alongside all the spell damage. Like everything,
Yeah.
like Sorcerer's Apprentice must be removed, Astromancer Solarian must be removed, Lab Partner must be removed.
And
So, yeah, if Rizen isn't going to win the game on the spot, Rizen probably feels obliged to deal with some of this.
all of a sudden, Rizen getting punished for tempoing the Pyromancer earlier. If he hadn't, if he would have had the Libram Justice plus Pyro to clean this board up.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
I cannot wait to read these.
Auto Attendant.
And I guess we're probably going to heal up. Yeah, heal the 2 damage that was done to that Shield Bear. The Shield Bear has been here since the first day of school, guys.
I was just going to say. Been around for a while.
The ones.
And not just having to deal with hand size issues, but now actually having to deal with some board space issues as well. And only, I guess, intentional, basically trying to discard this mirror image so that we can evocate this turn.
What's he got for cards?
All right, might as well learn Draconic, and I guess might as well double Ray of Frost as well.
Yeah, well. Obviously, just a single Ray of Frost, just to get that extra copy into your hand for later use.
Oh, they're gonna add even more spell damage. Oh, it's time for some missiles.
Oh, man.
All face. Let's go. One.
One made it. Oh, dealt with the
Kills the dog.
Timberwolf. Yeah.
And so we might just see double Ray of Frost. To kill the 8-8. Or, okay, right, you can do it that way. It's probably more reasonable than my plan.
Lord Barov comes down. Or Lord Barov comes into hand, I mean, and so now the possibility of some kind of, well, Libram of Justice and Lord Barov doesn't work.
Yeah.
You need the death rattle of Lord Barov to actually go off.
And you don't exactly have a way to kill it off yourself.
And with that being the case, what do you...
I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, the Libram of Justice doesn't work because the mirror image is in the way. So it's just play stuff out of your hand. Salhet's Pride should grab a Pen Flinger and another Salhet's Pride, as well as maybe another Order or something like that.
Could grab a Broomstick or two as well.
Yep, could grab a Broomstick. Great point.
And Broomstick plus Barov is a very nice combo.
FreeHongKong once again needs to prevent this damage from hitting him in his face because turn after turn it's only been freezes.
Finally, he's run out of freezes, but we have a few trades. Also have a taunt in the way.
Lightforged Blessing coming into
Interesting.
hand.
Interesting card to throw on the stack.
Yeah, I guess it's a twin spell for late in the game, provide some healing against aggressive strategies, but I have to assume that's a one of if I was going to guess. That doesn't seem like a... but still, the ability to heal out of range.
Yeah, that just kind of screams you're like super hard targeting aggro.
And so you were talking about the possibility of finding a Broomstick off this Salhet's Pride. You can clear the mirror image with your Shield Bear, and then you can go face for 4. If you decide to spend your Libram of Justice, though, you can go face for 6. And so let's go ahead and set FreeHongKong all the way down to 3. But then again, you're leaving up, we talked about the spell damage. Minions are threatening. FreeHongKong down to 2 cards.
Well, you can even go Feaster 8, right? If you play the Liadrin and then you get the Hand of It All.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Play the Liadrin.
Yeah. So, Rizen was 1-off lethal here. And actually, that taunt for FreeHongKong saving him. Or wait, no, actually, no. Wait, no, yeah, you couldn't have played the Labrum of Justice along with it, though.
Yeah,
so you would have still only been able to go for, actually, 5. So you would have actually lost a point of damage.
An error, to be sure.
Whoops.
And looks like FreeHongKong is going to draw another
timely.
evocation. Yeah, alongside a Mana Cyclone.
All he needs is a freeze to keep at bay.
Yeah.
Okay, actually going to use up Rizen's Barrow.
Ooh, double
Broomstick.
brush. Ooh.
Broomstick.
Double Broomstick. Okay,
I
this is
think
actually
you
going to be...
really wanted the Penflinger there.
Yeah, Penflinger would be just a way to get over the top.
Yeah.
Mirror Entity.
Penflinger would have been just lethal next turn.
Oh, yeah.
Time runs out on me.
All right, finds an Ancient Mysteries off of the Tome of Intellect. And it looks like actually just gonna use the Ancient Mysteries just to juice up the Cyclone and summon a 6/6.
See, we have Penflinger for lethal here.
So close.
Ooh.
It costs 1 mana.
Be good to Libram here.
I cannot wait to read these.
Go ahead and give over a 1/3, and then is it time? Libram of Justice.
Or just out.
It might be.
Oh yeah, Broomstick, that works too. Actually can still Libram of Justice, and can still play Lady Liadrin, even. Surely not going to do that, though. I don't know, actually, this Liadrin, since the Broomstick has already come down, it seems like you'd like to, if you were going to, play the Battle Cry, give your other minions Rush, might as well give Lady Liadrin Rush. Maybe thinking about never going to rush in Liadrin anyway. Yeah. If you're not going to rush Liadrin either way, then it doesn't particularly matter.
A little rough for Rizen. Not finding either of his Libram or Wisdoms in his top 17.
Yeah, that's true. Just the one Hand of a Doll. Couldn't find the other Hand of a Doll.
Taunt, looking for big taunt. Ooh, there's
Card creation. Nothing. Well, Reckless Reputation player.
Another 6/6.
Oh, he's gonna freeze. He's gonna freeze and he's gonna go. I like it.
10 damage a turn. 10 damage a turn until Rizen can deal with it.
That's lethal next turn. Allura.
Oh, High Abyss Allura. Alongside Libram of Hope. Both can be played.
And then you can rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have the lethal set up, but of course the Libram of Hope was going to put him far out of range.
Become the hero this world needs.
And so with that, Libram of Hope coming down. And what is the spell from the deck? It's the first day of school. Finds a leopard. Oh, a leopard gnome. Finds a leopard gnome. Leopard gnome just wants a big hug.
Job done.
Jandis Barov. There's... I'm not exactly sure. This 8/8 is a problem. And we still have a Ray of Frost, though. We still have a Flame Strike. Flame Strike deals with most things. Ray of Frost can hold this 8/8 in place if necessary. But how does FreeHongKong win this game from this standpoint? I assume is what he's trying to think about.
What to do?
Spent a lot of time stalling.
Flame Strike would be 1 point, and that 4/5 smokes the 8/8, and
yeah,
that's
Penflinger still lethal. There
it
it
is.
It's about time.
Too little? Too late? No, we get
Penflinger.
twin spell, so
Penflinger.
that work.
Yeah,
That's
actually,
one spell he
Penflinger can
can
deal.
also-
Oh, that can win. That because Penflinger can deal
Yeah.
3 damage and the hammer's in play. And that's a mirror entity. Wow. Wait, that's lethal damage.
Yeah. He could also Penflinger his own Leopard Emperor. Oh no! I mean, that's still lethal regardless. Wait,
Yeah.
or no, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. He's gonna be able to play with Light Force Blessings.
Yeah.
Continue pen flinging. But you're right. I mean, pen flinging the leper gnome,
Yeah.
but winning with a hammer made out of books. That's a pretty
Wow.
paladin way to. And man, Rizen with the 3-0 victory over FreeHongKong. Well, that was a blistering series. 3-0.
I just love how anticlimactic that feels. Like, all right, you're at 4 health. I have lethal. I'm just gonna have to play 5 cards.
Right. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
It's the people's elbow, right? Because like he has to stand there, take off his elbow pad, do the arm motion, run back and forth, and then lethal damage.
While the other guy just lays there like an idiot.
Yep, all they can do is lay there.
They're paralyzed in fear.
Yeah.
Here comes my boy Rizen. What's
Hello.
up, Rizen? What's going on, dude? Congratulations on the win.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I made some pretty bad misplays that third game, but I drew well and got lucky in a couple of key spots, so that was nice.
Yeah, you waited for your pen flinger to come out to play close to the end.
Got there eventually.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to go look through the replays. I definitely made some mistakes in game 3. I think I made a couple of mistakes in game 2 as well, but luckily it seemed like I don't know what Pond kept in that third game because it looked like he did a full keep to me. But it looked like in the other 2 games he drew pretty poorly.
Yeah, actually, his opening hand for that mage game was for the game 3 was, I think it was like Lab Assistant, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Cram Session, and then some other card that was obviously did not stick with me, but had like card draw, spell power. Oh, and I think had spell power, Sorcerer's Apprentice, card draw, and then some other card, maybe the Violet Spell Wing or something like that. Pretty okay opening hand, but
Yeah, that's a pretty solid open hand. It's always a weird dynamic because he's on my hero team. We're teammates on ATL and we practice together all the time. So it's sort of this weird leveling game. Like he knows what I like and I know what he likes to play. And I think he may, I don't know, I think he might have been thrown out by some of the secrets, particularly in game 1, like the trap package. We've done a lot of discussions on how good that pressure plate can be versus mage. So I was trying to like just keep him testing for secrets while I was drawing into better things. And, luckily, Face Hunter just kind of gets there.
yeah, and actually, speaking of your Face Hunter, we noticed I assume if you have Imprisoned Felmaws, that would mean that you cut the Animal's Companion. What are your thoughts on those 2 cards versus each other?
Since I'm running Pole Kilt, I don't really want to run Animal Companions because they kind of prevent me from drawing my kill commands and the 3-mana weapon I can't think of right now that I want to get face damage. Yeah, the Eagle Hornbow. You'd think I'd know that by now. It's only been in the game forever.
Rookie. What a rookie.
Don't ask me cards' names. Just ask me what they do.
The pretty color bow.
I feel that. I used to be so good with card names, and then just they added so many cards.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much said weapon thingy, and that's good enough.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Anyways, you were saying?
No, I was just saying that I don't like the Animal Companions in there as much. Particularly like in the mage and the mage matchup in particular, I don't remember if I was too worried about it in the others. But if you draw the Animal Companions, like 2/3 of the time it doesn't go face. But Kill Command and Eagle Hornbow, I may get the name right this time, they always go face, and that's where I wanted to be.
Face is the place.
Yeah.
And then it looked like for your rogue list, that was secrets as well, doing some questing adventure. We've been seeing, ever since the secret passage adjustment, there have been a lot of different iterations of rogue, Bernie weapon stuff we saw earlier this evening. Yours is now another different rogue. What are your thoughts on where rogue is right now?
I really like rogue. Like, I think the consensus is that it's just not good enough right now, but I've had a lot of luck with secret rogues. I don't know if it just fits my playstyle or if it's maybe more powerful than people think. In these particular matchups, I got kind of fortunate that the Cult Neophyte package, I can remember the name of that card, and Flick are pretty good against both Druid and Mage. So we were able to put that package in, and I think I took out one of the ambush secrets and something else. I don't remember exactly what it was. But that package works pretty well in 2 to 3 matchups. So.
Yeah, there's always something to be said for a deck that you enjoy, right? If it's like you're saying, if it matches your play style, if it's a card if it's a deck that you know what all 30 cards are for, and you know how to make slight adjustments to tune it in different situations, those are the games that I really like watching, because you get to see somebody who just no matter what the stats are, right? It seems like that just the stats stop mattering. This is a person who feels the deck in their very marrow.
Yeah, the second evocation was for you guys too. I don't really think I needed 2 of them, but
we did appreciate that.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
I probably would have been better off. I think I had a Frostbolt in the second one that might have been a better choice. But
I mean, I don't know about a better choice. It would have been maybe a more responsible choice, maybe. But
I mean, evocation is the best choice. 4 Frostbolt.
Exactly.
So
yeah, as many Frostbolts as you need.
Well, I mean, up to 4. You can't play too many more, but.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. And then Tomes of Intellect to give you more Frostbolts.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
just get Magic Trick and generate Frostbolts, and
yeah, that's right.
It's better than Tony.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Rizen. Congrats on your sweep there, and any final words for your teammates or your opponent?
No, much respect upon. Like we practice together all the time. I knew it was going to be a tough match. The Q order got kind of lucky. I think he's better than me in like the Paladin mirror and with the Mage deck specifically. So I dodged a couple bullets there. But good games to him. Love the ATL people. Obviously, they're my teammates over in Hero, but they're the enemies this week. So
yep.
I think we got 2 more matches. I think we're up a little bit now. So let's go get them. And Chaos Theory's got some work to do to get back in the playoff hunt. But I think we're gonna hit our stride.
There you go.
All right.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Rizen.
Thanks.
Enjoy your night, buddy.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's 2 series in the books, gentlemen, leaving us with our final Pro Series match, Koroden versus GamerRVG. And that's it's tough as a player not to be overly critical, right? Because like you're in the game and you do something, it's like, oh, that was a mistake. And I see you were talking about the direct message, Saku, that you got, like, well, that innervate wasn't supposed to do that. And it's just really important. Obviously, Rizen able to stay focused, keep in there, and keep his head in the game. But those can be shaking, right? Like if you're playing, get shook, and then just have to
power through it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Push that out of your mind. Push that out of your. And just forget about it and move on. It's like, no, you're good at the game. Keep going. It's there's still more hard to play. Mm-hmm.
Also, just something we saw on the Friday Night Fights chat. We have some good news for everybody. Tuna said he's probably leaving the crew, so you won't have to deal with that idiot anymore. Everybody.
I didn't see that. Since y'all both picked against.
All right, so you guys want to go over the deck list real quick? The players are ready to rumble. So.
All right.
Oh yeah. So it will be with the bans in. We will see Koroden on Druid, Souls Demon Hunter, and Stealth Weapons Rogue up against GamerRVG with Soul Demon Hunter, Animals Druid, and a Dragon Priest. An interesting version of Priest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the bans were a Face Hunter and a Bomb Warrior. We will not be seeing those.
Yeah. Looks like this, I don't know, looks like this priest is trying to deal with aggro, if I had to guess. You have the double Apotheosis, double Pyromancer, double Renew, Holy Smite. Looks like at least lines up pretty decently into aggro.
Yeah, and then the ability to find spells with that Cleric of Scales, able to just siphon out exactly the spells that you would like. Mm-hmm. I'm just not used to seeing a priest without Galakron. This is the first thing I look for. Is like, well, where's Galakron, though? And there's not a Galakron to be seen. Not an unlimited value deck, this priest.
No.
Very limited.
All right. I'm going to let the guys start playing.
Awesome.
Preparing to battle a friend. Friends for now, enemies in a moment. 2 players enter, only 1 will leave. Thunderdome.
Order now for only $29.95.
That's right. Act now at the number at the bottom of your screen.
All right.
If
So
you buy quickly, you can get 2 tickets for the price of 1.
That's right. For a limited time offer, only available right now. First 20 callers. 2 for the price of 1.
okay. So for our viewers, the person on the right side of your screen is Koroden. Will be the first to spectate for our casters, and GamerRVG will be on top.
All right.
Just gotta wait for the.
Yeah. I'm interested to see which list you throw first for both of these players. Because on the one hand, Soul Demon Hunter just kind of seems like it's got some game against everybody. Druid, similarly, sometimes you just draw well, and then all of a sudden you have very strong. Oh, I don't have to speculate anymore. Here we go.
Oh, first question is, can I actually get the eyeball when they appear?
Right. It is going to be Rogue versus Druid to start. Looks like Koroden on the Stealth Weapons Rogue, GamerRVG on Guardian Animals Druid, and just doing a quick survey here. This Druid does not have Kael'thas, does have 1 copy of Survival of the Fittest. And then this Stealth Weapon Rogue is full board, deadly poisons. Actually doesn't have Sinister Strikes, but does have deadly poisons. And it actually has 2 copies of Steel Dancer. Oh, that's so cool.
Koroden's flavor.
This is a new bug. The cards just aren't appearing on my screen.
Oh, new and exciting bugs.
I must not have done well enough on the try to spectate them minigame.
I think
right.
You're still in beta, aren't you?
feature?
You're still in beta or alpha?
So Koroden has a 2 into 3 that looks quite nice with Sneaky Delinquent into Greyheart Sage. Missed out on Spy Mistress and Worgen Infiltrator, kind of a bummer, but going to be able to move forward, moving into the later stages. Whereas GamerRVG sitting on Coin and Lightning Bloom, and we see both Guardian Animals and Exotic Mount Seller in the hand already. Oh, Survival of the Fittest a little early, but these are all just sort of like 1 turn mana acceleration. We don't see any of that core ramp of the wild growth or the overgrowth, or the nature studies to find wild growth or overgrowth.
RVG.
Yeah, still better than nothing, though.
Yep,
definitely.
RVG taking his time.
So with the Lightning Bloom and the Coin, even with no other draws, you can still power out 3 bonus mana, which gets you a Guardian Animals down on 4. Obviously, your turn 5 is pretty meager, but that's a pretty early Guardian Animals. Druid's hero powering and passing seems to be one of just the thesis statements of this evening, you guys.
I thought you said feces there for a second. I was like, what?
flinging some feces.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There
And
we got Brushy Tuna with a crush on Bills right now.
Aww. Heart. Oh wait, I'm probably not on camera. When I have to remember to throw this heart back out there again. Turn 3, still not a whole lot going on for GamerRVG.
You can do the heart, Bill.
Heart. And with the way that this game is going. Oh, there it is. Oh, even got the wink in there. Saku, you are the greatest.
Anyways, this is a lot of face damage for Koroden, especially with the talking blade action.
And so this is the
Hoping
turn.
for taunts. Yep.
Yeah, a Thrasher maybe. Thresher to clear the board and a taunt to get in the way. And some power draw. There's a Worgen, and this taunt being in the way sure makes this self-sharpening sword. It's just really getting in the way. Really getting in the way of the self-sharpening sword. In terms of removing taunts, it's either using your weapon attacks, using eviscerates. Looks like there are two copies of Sap. Yeah, but
I think Eviscerate's definitely worth it there.
oh, it's Zixor Prime.
Yes, that's the Krastanov next turn.
Oh, that's fantastic. Being able to Krastanov, you know, buffing a self-sharpening sword with Krastanov is just double good.
Yeah, Gamer has realistically 2 turns here.
Yeah,
and somehow,
14.
somehow I don't think he's ending this game in 2 turns.
No.
Hold on now.
Drawing a bunch of cards. Actually sitting on a full grip. This is 10 cards. Gonna have to play something. I assume we're gonna see a Lightning Bloom.
Lightning Bloom. Lightning Bloom Crystal Power to heal yourself.
That's true.
Probably.
Tempo out of Broomstick. Just to have it out there. I mean.
It's just chilling.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, this is tough. I guess GamerRVG trying to decide if spending the Lightning Bloom now
Time waits for no one.
and then being overloaded versus milling the next draw, but then still having access to the Lightning Bloom on 6 mana, which lets you do more. Are any of these cards innervate? No. So actually 6 mana doesn't even help you that much because Exotic Mount Seller, you're definitely not going to draw an innervate.
Oh, he gets another Toxic Blade.
Oh, wow. So I assume we're still Krastanoving this turn, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're seeing Krastanov and then just a Spy Mistress.
Yeah, make sure something's on board.
Yep.
It's just so much damage. And additional durability on this self-sharpening sword is so much additional damage over the course of the next 3 turns.
Alternatively, if you would go for the Toxin Blade here, you're setting up for lethal with the Krastanov next turn. It's making a much easier 2-turn lethal. So this is still 2-turn lethal as long as your stealth survives. So either way, I think it's fine.
And I guess there's also the possibility of, you have Krastanov out here, and you have the stealth you were just talking about, and then Zixor Prime. And actually could have Lightning Bloomed out that Zixor. Well, but if he spent the Lightning Bloom, he wouldn't have been able to play Zixor Prime this turn, and probably would have died. To your point, would have died. So, I mean, how dire are the straits? Very. But the only healing is Crystal Power and Overflow. And Overflow, if you were hesitating about milling 1 card, Overflow is going to mill up some cards.
A few, maybe 5, maybe.
Yeah, could be as many as.
What to do?
Lake Thresher alongside the so I guess the Thresher alongside the Broomstick will allow a full clear.
Yeah.
But won't save him from death. Unless there's a...
Time waits for no one.
I mean, he can Lightning Bloom out the Crystal Power.
Not gonna do it though.
Yeah, I guess might be playing the Crystal Power for free.
Yeah, well, Crystal Power will take him up to 13. Koroden only has, what, 9 with the Toxin Blade?
Yes, the Toxin Blade pushes it to 9, and then Secret Passage could hit 1 or 2 deadly poisons.
It has a second Eviscerate in there.
Yep, second Eviscerate. Oh, actually not going to play the Toxin Blade at all. It's going to go straight Secret Passage right off the jump here.
I think I would have taken the 2 guaranteed damage.
Well,
It has an opportunity to rebuy on Secret Passage.
Cutting Class.
Yeah, Cutting Class for 0.
Ooh,
There's an
solid.
Eviscerate.
Eviscerate. Oh no, he missed lethal.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're still short. Well,
Honestly,
surely.
I think we Eviscerate and rip the second Secret Passage.
Yeah. Let's find one of those deadly poisons, says Koroden, because that'll still get
Yeah.
there. Backstab number 2, Dread
Not
Corsair.
it.
They're
Deadly
Not
poison.
it.
That'll do it.
There it is.
Woo!
Koroden. He's just like, he's obviously a man of the people. Just wanted to focus this month with him.
Yeah, but wanted to take us on an emotional arc over the course of that. Like, oh no!
Yeah.
If 1 mana draw 4 is not good enough, 2 mana draw 8. I guess 2 mana draw 7, kind of. And with that, Rogue finds the win against that Druid.
Yep.
Leaving up the Souls Demon Hunter and the Animals Druid. I'm going to reset my audio bus again. Carry on, talk amongst yourselves.
Hi, Ted. Fancy
Hello.
meeting you here, man. So what do we see Gamer coming out with?
I don't know.
Priest? Maybe Priest?
Yeah, maybe. That's the thing that's tougher about the Conquest format over the Last Hero Standing format is Q isn't always as clear. It's a lot more RNG with Q. Obviously, in Last Hero Standing, you know exactly what your opponent's gonna be playing. In Conquest, it's more of a crapshoot.
You have much to
Anyways, we
answer.
see.
It isn't over
Yep,
between
Demon Hunter
us,
versus Druid.
brother.
Koroden just going to keep the Panthara. Gamer is getting a lot of his, temporary ramp, but we'll see. Obviously, looking for some more permanent ramp off of that. That's a wild growth. I think that seems like a pretty obvious card to take. Koroden with a bit of a slow start here.
Yep.
My greetings.
Other side greeting.
Draws close.
Well, he just needs to draw Guardian Animals here.
Okay, how we looking here? Demon Hunter,
Terrific.
Druid.
Yep.
Demon Hunter Druid, yep. Corden with the Demon Hunter.
Wow, look at all that acceleration in Gamer's hand.
Oh, the
Hell.
Guardian Animals!
Wow. So this could be 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Man, why am I just calling everything tonight?
You're just on fire.
You're filling
You're
in
in
for
full-
Brushy, right? So
Yeah. You're in full NBA Jam. Like, he's heating up. He's on fire. Is it the shoes?
oh yeah, is it the shoes? Oh my goodness.
and like when you're on fire and you slam dunk in the backboard, just
Yep.
explodes into a million pieces.
Yeah.
For 3. Yeah. Classic.
Anyways, deciding what to trade here, I think I want to get the card draw.
Yeah, same. I'm looking at that hand size. That is looking meager. That is need some stuff to do. And I guess GamerRVG is going to be overloaded for 2.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 mana turn next turn, but still, like, let's get some cards into the hand. Also can draw you potentially into your future power stuff, things like Exotic Mount Seller, Ysera, additional ramp. There's the Mount
Mount
Seller.
Seller.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, things looking a little iffy for Koroden.
Yeah, this is an awkward board to play into. Anything you do that goes wide just immediately gets gobbled up by this Thresher, and Roden's creatures don't have Rush. Glavebound Adept doesn't do 6. That's 6 health. It's going to require some doing to get through.
It could do 6 if it really
Yeah, I
wanted
guess
to.
if it really put its mind to it,
Yeah.
put in the work. That's when you get promoted from Adept to Journeyman or something. Another opportunity to draw for GamerRVG since has come, and now we see an overflow and crystal power added to the hand. Do we even respect this mana feeder at this point? I mean, it's gonna
I
just
think he's
heal up.
gonna heal up, taunt up, and say, you know what? That face looks a little too healthy.
Yeah.
Why don't we fix that?
Demon
By
Hunter
adding
wants
5
to be
to face. Yeah.
Yeah, Demon Hunter wants to be aggressively using its health to take control of the board and being behind on the board. And look at how just kind of awkward this has turned out to be. The Shard Shatter Mystic and Kane are locking out a Skull of Gul'dan. To get the Skull of Gul'dan to the right side of the hand is just about 100 miles worth of cards to try to get through.
Hide behind yourselves. I will still
All right,
find you.
Kane Sunfury going to come down and try to finally remove his Twilight Runner. Oh no, needed the Panthara
Sequence.
first. Oh no. Oh no.
Sequence.
You are not prepared.
Oops.
Oh, the icing on the cake is the innervate second guardian animals.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
And this is going to be another Twilight runner as alongside a teacher's pet, probably. Yeah.
Oh.
That one hurt my parts.
Yeah, I felt that one. I felt that one in my knees. Down. What was? Oh, and was it Will Ferrell in Eastbound and Down? I felt that down in my plums.
Just hero power and glaive yourself, dude. Just
Yeah. Let's just get out of here.
yeah.
Looks like we're gonna keep Shard Shatter Mystic, maybe a twins. Oh no, we don't have enough mana to twin slice and blade dance, even with the coin.
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Pretty dead. That is.
Oh man.
Ruthless misplay.
Koroden needs to work on his order a bit.
And that,
Anywho,
yeah, that
1-1.
brings us 1-1. We have a series on our hands with Soul Demon Hunter available for both, and then a Dragon Priest and an Animals Druid waiting in the wings for Gamer and Koroden, respectively.
Yeah.
Let me just take a look at these Demon Hunter lists next to each other, see if they're running the same 30 cards. Looks pretty similar. Looks like a Horde Pillager for GamerRVG. And Altruist, the Outcast, for Koroden. And then Koroden also playing a copy of Battle Fiend. So, not exactly the same, but they're about 28 cards similar. And now we're actually going to see Druid versus Demon Hunter, but now the other way.
Fancy that. Look at the garden animals there. Look at them.
Yeah. It's crazy in my mind that a 7-mana card is a keep, but it's that good.
Yep.
Guardian animals and then ways to get out guardian animals. We might even see a Bog Beam paid full retail, depending on how fast of a start GamerRVG is able to get. We see that GamerRVG is playing 2 copies of Wandmaker as well. That is the same between both players, and has the option now to go ahead and get started with the Spirit Jailer.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the consideration here is.
I guess you could coin out the Wandmaker if you wanted a 2/2, but
Yeah.
you know, hanging on to that coin can allow you to do things like Soul Shard Lapidary early, so it's coins definitely got some value. Though GamerRVG's list is not playing Altruist, there's still the ability to power out. You know, on turn 5 you draw a skull, something like that.
Koroden gonna give that demon a little poke.
Yeah. Set those souls free.
Oh, that mana burn is very good to play at crucial moments
Oh yeah.
against the Druid. Might even see him play it this turn to try to stop any ramp from Koroden.
That's right. Would probably mana burn to try to catch an overgrowth, and will in fact mana burn and catch a Lightning Bloom Innervate Guardian Animals turn.
How about
You know what? It's not a bad turn to catch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Full retail Bog Beam.
3 mana deal 2. That's where scraping the bottom of the barrel. At this point.
Yeah.
What's the one Warlock card? I think it's Demon Fire. Like you give a friendly demon +2/+2 or deal 2 damage.
That's right. That's right.
Essentially, just played that. No.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Just tempoing out the Panthara. Just gonna play out the mana burn. This is the mana
Still
burn.
doesn't feel great. But
Yeah. Can still innervate out Wild Growth this turn.
I think you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go ahead and get ready to Lightning Bloom Guardian Animals next turn.
Yep. You do end up burning your mana though.
Yeah. I wonder with that.
With the lightning.
Yeah, I wonder if you hold the. I guess it depends on the draw, but I wonder if we'll see Koroden hold the light. It's just guardian animals out sooner. The faster you can get out that guardian animals, the stronger it is.
Might be worth it just to play just the teachers. Ooh, Thresh your broom.
Oh yeah, we could do that for 6 mana. That's great.
Yeah, and then GA next turn. I think I'm coming around to the not playing guardian animals here.
Yeah. And then, so this is
What if?
since the broom has rush as well, we're actually going to be able to clear the entire board
Yeah,
and keep a 4/1.
and Koroden's definitely healthy enough at this point where he can, he's not terribly afraid of being able to get hit in the face here. Oh, big draw for Gamer.
Yeah, getting that marrow slicer online alongside having a glaive-bound adept in hand.
Yeah.
And this order is great. Like you attack with the 1 attack off your hero power and then equip the marrow slicer. So next turn you get to hero power, 5 damage, glaive-bound adept. Anything that comes down gets blade danced. Like this is potentially a powerful turn coming in for Gamer.
Yeah. Koroden was highlighting that teacher's pet. Might be trying to play around the blade dance by distracting that. And if that's what he's thinking, then a beautiful hammer.
Yeah, interesting. Going to... Wow, had 7 mana. Guardian Animals was green and didn't play it. In this turn, going to be able to, yeah, like you're saying, going to be able to just use this teacher's pet to block this 5 damage. And able to gain armor as well with that hero power. Glaive-bound adepts 4 damage, gonna have to sink into this diving griffin just to be uncontested, and now we animals.
Yeah. But that will just get cleaned up by the blade dance.
Yeah. Oh, not gonna be able to draw off the second Twilight Runner, so that's 2 draws only off both Twilight Runners. Secure the deck, Power of the Wild, Overgrowth. Yeah,
those are some rough spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Soul Shard Lapidary comes into hand.
Gamer could go for... Oh, I think he's gonna go Lapidary Blade and smack him for 9.
Yep. If this turn doesn't end in smack him for 9, I will be stunned. Oh yeah. Koroden went from having a pretty okay life total to being dangerously low, and we see that skull just ready to go, ready to reload for Gamer.
Yeah, that's what's dangerous about this Demon Hunter. You can be sitting there perfectly healthy, they have a completely empty board, and then all of a sudden, 2 turns later, you're in some serious trouble.
Interesting. We're actually going to rush in the Panther alongside a Bog Beast instead of the Lapidary to just try to keep a real threatening 4/6 available for future shenanigans and future boards. And Gamer's not going to have a very big turn this upcoming turn unless this draw is Diesel.
Ooh. Options for Gamer here.
Yeah, actually.
Just gonna rip the skull.
Warlock.
Soul Shear.
Oh,
Blades and
oh,
Chaos
oh,
Strike.
oh my god. Oh, so I'm assuming we're gonna see double Soul Shear on the Thresher and then play Weapon plus Chaos Strike to push 4.
Yeah, that seems too good to pass up. Finds a
Chaos
Shard
Strike
Shatter
to
Mystic as well.
draw first. Usually good decision to draw first.
Right. Unless
Yeah. I was gonna say I'm too garbage at this game, but I understand that part, but
the number of times that I draw last, like, oh, I have mana left over to draw. I guess I'll also draw this turn.
Here in T Gamer pass up player the 4/6, he's gonna say, you know what, I want that 1 additional face damage, I don't even care. Oh, the Iron Bark. Bit of a punish.
Yeah, that's tough.
However, he still does have the clear by playing the Mystic plus double Soul Shear.
And that'll be 3, 4, 5.
So a minor punish. I mean, assuming he doesn't draw every soul. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that would have been
assuming he
crazy.
doesn't draw every single soul fragment, but yeah. Hold on, is this late?
It's close with the Shard Shatter Mystic.
4 plus. So, if he plays the Marrow Slicer plus Twin Slice is that's 9 damage. But he doesn't. quite have the mana for it.
No, he's gonna have to spread this out over a couple of turns, but
Yeah.
this is still good. Just an incredible amount of threat and an incredible amount of future healing. Both lapidaries have already come and gone. This is the first of, I assume, 2 shard shadow mystics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually gonna cycle this turn.
Yeah, he had the damage, just came that off.
Going wide. Both threshers have come and gone. Both runners have come and gone. I assume the single copy of Teacher's Pet has come and gone. Koroden needs
Can't win them all.
not that.
That is not it.
Yeah.
Would have been useful if he had a minion.
Yeah,
But-
Koroden at that point needed to hit. Yeah, Mount Cellar, Ysera if there was an Iron Bark, but just drew the Iron Bark. So, man, that Demon Hunter just never seems to run out of damage, does it?
Just a bit. Yeah, that was he got off to a very explosive start, but the draws just dried up very hard after.
And it's interesting to see how much of a difference it is getting 4 draws off your Twilight Runners versus getting only 2 draws off your Twilight Runner. And you think like, well, Twilight Runner draws 2, but there's Overflow draws 5. You know, there's eventually we're gonna have portals, and that'll make a lot of draws happen. But the velocity that comes from those Twilight Runners is pretty important. And not getting the maximum draw value off of them, we saw it just ran out of gas. And so now 2 chances for this Dragon Priest, and it looks like we're gonna stay on the Druid.
Yeah, I think this is a very smart play to stay on the Druid. We were talking about the Highlander Priest not having too many ways to clear the board earlier, and man, this Dragon Priest is not doing better at all. It's only mass board clear. It's the Soul Mirror. It has, Pyromancer shenanigans, but that's not going to be clearing your, 7 health stuff.
Right. And then...
Yeah. Nothing else besides that, besides the Soul Mirror, except for, some stuff off of Renew or a Deathwing off of Draconic Studies, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there might be quite a lot of created buys going on. Because like you were saying, Sethek Veilweaver is another way you can generate stuff. You already talked about Renew.
Yeah.
Draconic Studies. And then doing stuff... I'm trying to think if these Cabal Acolytes or Cabal Shadow Priests, they're pretty much going to have to be comboed with Wave of Apathy if they're ever going to be effective.
Yeah.
Everything in here's got 4 or 5 attack for the Druid.
But yeah, bottom line is Koroden only has to make 1 or 2 big boards to win this game. Meanwhile, he can, make a few more than that.
Yeah. All right. So looking at the hand here, there's an Overflow. We see a coin and an Innervate, but no...
All kinds of ramp right in Koroden's hand. Lack thereof.
Yeah, just gonna go ahead and hero power on 2 and see if Koroden can find the draw wild growth mojo or draw overgrowth mojo. And just gonna go ahead and start cycling this Sethek Veilweaver. Yeah. All right, so you don't get to recycle again. Do you want to Mind Vision just to take something, or do you hope for next turn to be able to Grave Rune or something like that?
You might just hope for the Grave Rune. That's, there's a good chance that this thing sticks around. So
Yeah.
I don't know if this is exactly the target you want a Grave Rune. You might just want to take the Grave Rune anyways to use on a bigger minion.
Yeah, true. I'm trying to think of, I guess you could try to mind games out the Druid's exotic Mount Cellar. That could be that could be super fun to see.
Yeah, it seems like you almost need to go for some,
Oh, went for it! Went for the mind games! Tempo Pyromancer.
Yeah, obviously I'm not a huge expert in the Dragon Priest versus Mount Cellar Druid matchup, but I would say the Dragon Priest needs to pull off some level of BS to win this. I feel like the Druid's heavily favored.
And now
Priest needs
GamerRVG. Yeah.
A lot of early tempo.
So actually this put a copy of from the deck into the battlefield.
Yeah.
Not that
So-
I mean, I see mind games all the time. Obviously, I was just saying that for everybody. And this is just going to be an early Twilight runner. Going to go ahead and come down and try to finally contest this board, or contest this Sethek Veilweaver, this army of one of a Sethek Veilweaver.
Do it. Do it, gamer. Come on.
Yeah, this is tough. Because on the one hand, Apotheosis is a great combo with the Wild Pyromancer to potentially heal for a bunch, but it also rebuys and puts it out of range. Oh, and Wave of Apathy means that Sethek Veilweaver will live to fight another day.
I'm sorry. All I have to say is he's very lame for not playing the mind games there. But also that gift of luminance is very strong under the setting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Gift of Luminance, give a Divine, give a minion Divine Shield, and then summon a 1/1 copy. So this Sethek Veilweaver is already a host unto itself, but this might get... I mean, this is going to be two 4/6 Divine Shields, potentially, for 3 mana, and you get the Sethek effect. Trying to decide if it's going to be an attack and then heal, and then Gift of Luminance, so that the Gidra is gone, and both creatures still have Divine Shield.
I wonder if he's ever using death on the
4/5? 5/4, sorry, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you really want to, just to, keep him from drawing.
Yeah, and it reactivates.
Yeah.
Oh, summon a 1/1 copy of it, right? It's like, wait a minute, this is a 1/1. I said it was going to be 2 4/6s. No, it's a 1/1 copy of the thing that gets Divine Shield. My mistake. It's made out of pure light forged energy and stuff.
Koroden's not going to like this coming up, but...
All right. Sawhead's Pride going to be given rush with this broomstick. Just the broomstick, but Sethek Veilweaver remains.
Probably won't be able to say the same for that Mount Solar.
No. Silence available, Forbidden Words available. Wave of Apathy, Cleric of Scales to try to find something specific if you want to find your other death or something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely not lacking on options.
You see a silence come down?
And Ray's Dead is going to grab a Sethek Veilweaver.
Yeah.
And if this Sethek Veilweaver dies, it'll grab 2 Sethek Veilweavers. Does that work like that? 2 friendly minions, yeah.
Gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever seen that before, so.
Oh, here we go.
Only 2. Oh, here we go.
Twilight Runner of his very own. Yeah, not bad at all.
Just gonna see the Wave of Apathy come down here and, yep, wave into Forbidden Words. Very nice play.
Oh, that's a good combo. Finds a Dark Prophecy off the set. These Sethek's Veilweaver have found so many cards. I think 7 of the cards that GamerRVG has had in hand and has played have already been discovered cards.
There's GA.
Yeah, overloaded for 2. Didn't have any additional mana this turn anyway, so just gonna hero power off this last Sethek Veilweaver. And now, if you're GamerRVG, do you want to generate value by playing Ray's Dead to get your Sethek Veilweavers back, or do you want to attack with Twilight Runner and draw that way? Draw!
Ooh.
This is one of the biggest issues.
Apotheosis, maybe? Not a fall.
Oh, man. Yeah, Apotheosis on Twilight Runner is nasty. Draconic Studies is going to come down.
Definitely the biggest enemy of this priest list is hand space.
Yeah, it's just I have too much to do.
See, like this is where my small brain usually starts failing. Like once we get past 5-6 cards, I'm just it's too much for me to handle.
Can't even see them. You have to start mousing over them to even see what they are.
Yeah.
What is a loon's will?
This is, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to go ahead and drop one of these Clerics of Scales to go ahead and grab the Soul Mirror because you know guardian animals, if it's not out soon, there's going to be an overflow to find a guardian animals or maybe another exotic mount seller board. And Soul Mirror is one of those ways that you can deal with a burst of board, but just going to go wide instead. And now guardian animal is going to pull out the teacher's pet and a leg thresher. Iron Bark will clear the board, and I believe this Chrono Breaker is live. Yeah.
Cobalt Spellkin.
That's right.
I had to run my mouth through his hand.
All right, 10 cards in hand, 8 mana crystals available. How does GamerRVG want to continue moving this game forward? Not a lot of ways to remove stuff right now. And then you were talking about the hand space situation. You know, Cobalt Spellkin can give you a Holy Smite, but you don't have enough room to give yourself 2 chances at it. So it looks like maybe a Pyromancer Spellkin coming down this turn. Or maybe just a Pyromancer into Veilweaver Apotheosis and Radiance.
We'll start with the silence.
Start with the silence as well. Does find the Holy Smite. Decides to Apotheosis the 7th Veilweaver to make sure it survives. Oh, okay. Actually gonna drop the Cleric of Scales now. Show me Soul Mirror.
Soul Mirror, there you go.
Yeah. Starting to get a little nervous. Head below 8 cards. And, goes ahead and raises dead. Get up to a nice comfortable 9.
I think there's only 1 animal left, right? None of the features? Oh wait, no, it's a Twilight Runner. Regardless, still only 1 animal left. There's Ysera right on top.
Oh yeah, Ysera showing up. Yo, yeah, that's great. Definitely would like to get Ysera out on 9 and then potentially Survival of the Fittest on 10. Hit some portals.
Yeah, hit a portal or 2. Play Survival. Of course, Gamer does have the Soul Mirror, but you know, you get a lot of those dragons with high health, low attack, and Soul Mirror isn't doing too much.
Yeah. Power Infusion.
4 mana plus 2 plus 6. Definitely feels pretty weak.
Yeah, just needs to find, I mean, since GamerRVG is basically playing with every single priest card in the game, there's always a chance that Inner Fire comes in and turns this real threatening. But yeah, as it currently stands, not a whole lot going on. Iron Bark on this Ysera means gonna need to find some, and there's no Galakron. I keep reaching for Galakron. Like, oh yeah, is there a Galakron in this list? He thought, feeling silly, because of course there is. There isn't a Galakron anywhere to be found.
I mean, to be fair, he's not only playing with every priest card in the game, he's also playing with every card in Koroden's deck.
That's right.
Ooh. There's a nice steal.
Oh, the steal. The steal.
Wow.
Oh, I believe it was Poet Laureate Cleveland from Family Guy who said, "Oh, that's nasty."
Wow. Well. No oh, where's 1 dragon? 2. Is there a 3rd? Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Not gonna lie, these dragons don't help you too much when you're dead.
4th?
This timeline amuses.
He does have the broomstick, but oh my god.
He's oh no, mills a portal. So I think
oh no, he only got 5 dragons?
I know, right? But that means that there's only 1 portal left in his last 5 cards.
Yeah. But this is gonna be a very nice board clear.
That was so many portals. And I guess, you know, to your point, there's not a ton of cards left in the deck anyway. So the odds were there were going to be some dragons. It's just alongside that broomstick, this is just a terrific number of dragons. And now GamerRVG is staring down the barrel of a board that, if if Gamer can't clear this board, it's about to get +4/+4.
I don't know why, but I have this sneaking suspicion we're going to see a soul mirror here.
Yeah, it might be time for one of those. An inkling, just a feeling that there might be a soul mirror coming right up.
What is a
I don't know why. I call it like a sixth sense or whatever, but you know.
A Mind Flayer Karj also an option. So you can Mind Flayer Karj and then Soul Mirror. You just want to have an 8/8 or something later.
That doesn't seem too bad to me.
Yeah.
I take a 3/3 that summons an 8/8 for 3 mana.
Yeah.
Seems a little strong to me.
And then clear their board.
Yeah. You know, it's like one of the Warlock eggs, except, you know, about 1,000 times strong.
Oh, wait, the Chrono Breaker's live again. Didn't matter, but it was a fun explosion. Okay. So Koroden. Yeah, time to make another board. Fog Beam, Lightning Bloom, Wild Growth, extra mana. There's all kinds of... Oh, man, Desert Hair again. Not the first Desert Hair we've seen this evening.
Riven is not a whole lot better. These are a little underwhelming. Well, Savage Roar.
Savage Roar is interesting.
And you got 3 cards in your deck. What are you hoping to pull?
Yeah, one of them's a portal.
Yeah, a little bit of a he's gonna end up not playing the bog game there.
Yeah, and Dice doesn't want to fill up the board just in case he hits a portal.
Yeah, well, it's either that or he wants to keep the 1 mana discount.
Oh, true, very true. Get out of survival. I guess he's gonna be overloaded for 2 next turn, but
Yeah, so we can't even play the survival. There might have been an argument to not playing the what's it called? Lightning Bloom there.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you could drop survival there.
And once again, a tough knot to untangle for GamerRVG.
Yeah.
I think
I wonder.
I don't know exactly how many copies of Wave of Apathy have been played already. At least 3, I'm pretty sure, this game. So that's the go-to way to try to get super lucky with a Cabal Acolyte, for example.
If I'm looking here, I kind of wanted to use the death on the mouse color there. Just so you can use your other minions to... Whoa, I like this.
Gonna double smite his own Chrono Breaker to clear out the whole person.
Smart.
Hey, an Inner Fire!
He went for the spice line, which I appreciate.
Oh, for sure. Showmanship.
And, you know, I was talking about it might be hard for Gamer to win this matchup. I figured out how he wins it. Just gets about 27 Sethek Veil Weavers, and they each generate about 40 cards.
Yeah. If you have 120 cards and your opponent only has 37, then yeah, that's a clear advantage. Oh, a Cenarius is another way, sort of a board in a box where you can generate something that can be hit by survival of the fittest, but
Overgrowth is gonna
draw the Dream Portal, I guess. Yeah, that's the last card.
That puts him into fatigue, though. He's gonna take 1 this turn plus 2 next turn. That's just lethal coming back at him, right? Oh wait, no, he has the bog game. Okay.
Now, if this Azure Explorer had been, say, a Zoraku, this would have been huge. But this is an Azure Explorer, not adorable. I mean, definitely adorable, but not the kind of high impact board presence you're looking for.
No.
Embalming Ritual and Holy Smite the pulls.
Man, he just needs a...
Acolyte is going to steal this Azure Explorer. Cabal Acolyte is just going to take... I think it was about an hour ago when this game started, and you were talking about how Gamer is playing with all of every priest card in the game and also all of Koroden's cards. You weren't kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I love this lethal.
Oh yeah, that's a classy way to exit stage left.
18 damage.
Not bad at all. And that's gonna do it. GamerRVG takes it 3-1 over Koroden. With that unusual, at least for what I've seen so far, with a really interesting Dragon Priest. And I guess just control. I mean, you were talking about how it looks like it's anti-aggro, but it actually held its own against that Druid. But you also mentioned the incredible value off those Sethic Fellweavers. That definitely helps when you can play with an extra pile of cards. But what a cool series, though. What a cool setup that was. Koroden versus GamerRVG. A big thank you to both of them for coming on and playing for us.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Displaying these decks. Not a warrior to be seen in that setup. Just demon hunters and druids smashing into each other.
So we're just waiting for GamerRVG to see if they're available to come in and chit chat with us.
So just looking back over, allow me to take my tome of Hearthstone here and flip it back one page. There we go. We've gotten to see warriors have a hard time. If you think all the way back to Yachster versus Dmoney, just a bomb warrior having a really hard time for 3 games in a row.
Yep.
And losing to the warrior, losing to the priest, losing to the mage, just having a hard time. And then mage in the second series between FreeHongKong and Rizen, not anything quite as distinct as that, but still Cyclone Mage having a hard time. And then a druid having a hard time as well. And now this one, we got to see this. We saw 4 druid games in a row. Because it was Rogue Druid, Demon Hunter Druid, Druid Demon Hunter, Druid Priest. every game featured
a druid.
A druid.
priest. Yeah. So I got Gamer jumping in right now.
Oh,
Awesome.
fantastic.
Hey, what's up,
Hello.
Gamer? How are you doing, man?
Hey,
Congratulations on the win.
thank you.
All right, so I think my first question is: we did the math and we estimated you played about 120 cards last game. So how did that feel?
Yeah, it's great with all the generation. I like it much more than the mage, which also generates a lot. It's the priest has a lot of really strong one cost cards. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more. So you just were comparing it to Cyclone Mage, and we were just what is the goal or what is the target of this priest? Who are you trying to pick on with this sort of dragon? Is it Dragon Priest? What do you GamerRVG Priest?
it's gamer or it's Dragon Priest. Yeah. This deck does really really well versus Druid, so that's a big target of the deck, and it all around it does pretty well in the meta. It doesn't have any it doesn't really have much weaknesses. Like it's very skill intensive. It's favor versus Druid, skill intensive versus Mage, slightly favored versus Rogue, and slightly favored versus Demon Hunters. So it just fits really well in the meta if you know how to play the deck, and there's a lot of room to outplay with that deck. So, and I've been enjoying it, so that's why I picked it up.
Yeah, excellent. And it just seemed like it was because we kept seeing druid boards, and it's like, well, gosh, how is he going to deal with this druid board? And then dealt with. It's like, okay, but this next druid board, how's he going to deal with this druid board? And then dealt with. It's like, okay, but this next druid board, how's he going to deal with this druid board?
Yeah, just so on and so forth. Rinse, repeat.
And going back a little ways to the so we were commenting actually right before you got here that we saw druids every game, the past 4 games, every single one featured a druid. What are your thoughts on druid right now? The various constructions. It looks like you and Koroden we're doing a similar druid strategy, but earlier this evening we saw Kael'thas, for example. We've seen just a couple of different card 20H, 29, and 30. What are your thoughts on druid since we've got the chance to really see it happen this evening?
Yeah, druid's interesting. I think it depends on what you want to play against. I think with the Kael'thas version, where it's a little more greedy, where you don't have double survival, you definitely want to be having a strategy going into that. So like it's better against warrior. It's probably going to be better against warrior. Going to be better against priest. These slow types of things. The reason I really like the deck that I'm the survival druid with just like double broom, the standard Monstars, because it's the best in the mirror comparatively to all three of them, and then it does well against things like mage. It does both are favor versus demon hunter, but I think it's just more. It's a solid deck overall if you're not having a target strategy. Whereas like Mali's really good if you're trying to play against priest and you're trying to play against warrior. So that's where Mali really kicks up is against those matchups.
I am a sucker for Malagos. Anytime anyone says Malagos, like, yes, tell me when I'm allowed to play Malagos. I'm taking notes right now as we speak.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit of how your experience is so far with the THL and the last 4 weeks that you've played so far. So
THL has been great. It seems like everybody's well, I know everybody's really nice, but it seems that it's pretty competitive. Definitely have to I can't just ease by. I have to actually try really hard to get the wins. I'm very confident I can get the wins, but it's nice to see the competitiveness. It really drives me forward. And after I lost week 1, I had to make sure I could win the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, Dmoney was actually saying the same thing. It's just the competitive nature of the THL and trying to keep you guys, I guess, focused for the MTs and whatever other tournaments you guys decide to enter as a full team. So glad you guys are having fun in it and enjoying the format.
Blast.
Yep. You guys have any other questions there for Gamer?
I'd just be interested to hear. We saw, especially after that first game, Rogue got off to a
Wicked
high
start.
damage and then double secret passage to find some cold blood and stuff. Just take us through the 4 games from your seat, maybe some highlights or lowlights that maybe didn't stand out as much to us as we get to see your hand and their hand the whole time. What were some tough stuff, some tough points and some fun points for you?
Well, going on the 2 things you just said, the Rogue and then just a highlight. The Rogue game was interesting. I wasn't ever expecting to win it. I was for the longest time I was debating whether I should ban Rogue or ban Hunter, and I decided that Hunter is going to be a little bit worse. So I was really expecting to get the Rogue to get a win. So I wasn't surprised that it got a win right off the gate. I think I could have got a win if he didn't have the deadly poison so early on, but that happens. And then one of the things that I'm really happy that I spotted was the last game, as you saw, that I was able to clear the board by double smiting my own minion. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yep,
that was cool. Your Chrono Breaker blows up.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about some other potential less sweet line, and it's like, oh, he's gonna double smite his own Chrono Breaker. That is rad.
Kick the shit out of his own Chrono Breaker. Yeah.
Done it. It's like, get in there, kid. You're in Chrono Breaker.
It just was a really clear clean, and I was able to hold. It was basically 100% win from there because I was able to hold on to my death, and it was just really efficient clear. He was never going to be able to get survival off because of the full board clear. And the only other thing that comes to mind that I found, or that I was in the fortunate position to try to take advantage of, is I always make sure to very keep an eye on how many cards they keep. So I saw in the Druid versus Demon Hunter game, he kept 2 cards. So I was very aware of that. And going into his turn 4, since I got a mana burn instead of hero powering and just getting that card draw, which a lot of people would just instantly do. I just instead I tempoed out the 2/3 and played mana burn that turn because it's a really crucial turn for the druid.
Yeah, and hit him with that emote. Hit him with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Hit him with the. Yeah, and you actually prevented him from being able to guardian animals that turn, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I didn't know exactly what his hand was, but it's glad to hear that
Yeah.
that's the case.
All right. Well, is there anybody you'd like to thank? Your opponents, your teammates, any Twitch handles or anything else you want to just spit out there, gamer?
A huge shout out to my team for participating in this. I think it's pretty awesome that we get to. We're trying to keep it really competitive, so I'm really happy with how my team's performing. And well, just shout out to I guess shout out to my Twitter. You check out my Twitter at Twitter/GamerRVG. I post on there sometimes. I haven't been posting on there as often, but a lot of times when I hit high ranks, I'm posting on there. I always go for finishes every month, so generally at the end of the month, I'll post what I got.
Cool.
And other than that, shout out to the league itself because I am excited to see how it progresses, and I am fully expecting us to easily get into the playoffs and hopefully sweep the playoffs. So look out for us. We're definitely, I would say, we are the biggest contender. So I'm hoping we can prove that. So this season as the first time coming into it.
There you go. So we got some confidence going on there, and you got a good team captain too with Liquid Ox, who's been playing in THL for quite a few seasons. So and very well respected player within our group. So congratulations on tonight, and thank you so much for joining us, GamerRVG.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. Enjoy your night.
Night.
Good night. All right.
Well, you heard it here first. HypeHorizen, the team to beat.
Yeah. They sure showed it tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some perfect confidence there, both from their HypeHorizen's gaming captain, which is Dmoney, and then you have Liquid Ox, who is a super good player. So nobody can discount his play. So
not at all.
No. What do we have for games for tomorrow? I'm just trying to scope what we got. I know Schoolstone's bringing some, actually 3 games. So we have on Saturday afternoon there, we have, I think, I can't remember is it Based and Loomer are basically doing, or no, actually it's Marty B and Loomer are actually casting tomorrow at Schoolstone.
Okay.
Yep. So we get 2:00 show with Wild Series with Blue Sombrero and A2. We got 3:00 show for Wild Series as well. It's me, Mike V versus 9 Eyebrows. And then we have a 4:00 show at for Hero Series at Tachi versus Twos. So that's gonna be a crazy match as well. And then we have.
I have the night matches
in
front of me.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have tomorrow night we have at 8 p.m. Eastern at Neji Boston for Aeon versus FBM2 for Due Process and Pro. Then at 9 p.m. we have Hero Action with R-Hat for TMI versus Based Ink for Dab on him. Or what? Oh, hold on. Is that? Never mind. That was last week's. Hold on. Oh my God.
Just hit the pin button there, Ted.
Well, you can catch those VODs, the ones that he just talked about.
Yes.
Jesus.
Watch.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, folks. He's new here. Doesn't run his own show or nothing.
I'm sitting here like, man, I swear R-Hat and Base play last week.
Oh man, the run back.
Yeah. Now we got so Saturday. What's Dante doing for Saturday?
I don't know. I'm looking through this server and I can't find anything. Is Dante just not told us?
No, there's definitely Wengor and who's Wengor playing? People from HypeHorizen. So Wengor is playing McBanterface. That's who it is on Saturday 9 p.m. And there's an 10 o'clock one that I'm trying to remember who that was.
As you can tell everybody, we are very prepared here.
I think it is THL Loomers playing somebody. I'm just gonna confirm that though while I'm searching. Please hold the line. So I'm pretty sure it's THL Loomer. Where are we?
And anyways, while you're doing that, I can shout out on Sunday night.
Yep.
We have, I believe, Dr. Fish in Raw Mexico. At 8 p.m., they are going to be casting Brushy Tuna versus Heat Shock and Pro. And at 9 p.m. Eastern, they're going to be casting No Glocko versus Skittles in Legacy.
Oh man, Brushy playing instead of casting. Gonna be on stream.
Yeah.
Somehow I feel like he's still gonna be able to shout hype through the screen somehow. I don't know how he's gonna be able to do it, but emotes maybe or something.
Well, no, he's just gonna be able to like shout loud enough that it will. Fly.
He'll just jump into the call.
It'll fly into a separate country and just hog his mic.
There you go.
That's right.
So it is, just to confirm, it is going to be Loomer playing Wash. Don't know. It's Hero Series match at 10 o'clock Eastern. So that's on Saturday with Donde, and I put Brushy on there, but I'm not sure if Brushy's actually doing it. But we'll see.
All right.
Okay. Any final comments from the gang here on Friday Night Fights?
This was.
I don't think so. Yeah, it was.
And it's it's interesting to see 3 series go, 3 games to 1, 3 games to 0, 3 games to 1. But it just the state of the game right now just feels so volatile. So many of those games that went one way, I feel like could have broken the other way with a different draw or just a different. None of those felt like they were blowouts, right? None of those was like, oh man, someone just got rolled over.
Yeah,
it was a lot of just
get wrecked.
It wasn't. So still, every game super fun to watch, and a big thank you to the players. And thanks for having me on, Saku and Big Ted. Great to be here.
Yeah.
Anytime you get time, just drop in, dude. So I thought I'd kick a can and see if DollaBilz is available, and there he was.
And doesn't matter if we're in the middle of the show. If you just, if you see there's a call going, just hit that join button.
What's up, guys?
How you doing? Pew pew pew.
Yeah, that's a bigger gun.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks everybody for joining us. That stuck around for the almost 3 hours that we casted. So. On behalf of DollaBilz and Mr. Big Ted, enjoy your night, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon.
See you guys.
This guy's toast.